Hey, Dino, are you still in the Taco Bell?
I just got home. I am
Taco Bell
right now. I'm eating it right now.
by yourself? You didn't get any for the rest of us?
Here. Yeah, I got some for Binky.
What'd you get for Binky? A Mexican pizza?
A little lick of cheese.
Oh, be happy for that.
Yeah, he's literally sitting in my lap watching me eat as we speak.
Like last time I got Domino's, I gave Sam the cheese paper.
Aw.
But she got very demanding of the rest of the pizza.
No, sir. You do not get to reach for the cheese.
What were we eating the other day where Meatball was just like, I want some, and she's like very aggressive about it. She's normally not, she doesn't beg or, except with her eyes, like, or do anything for food. But that day she even like started to paw.
Gimme.
I don't know.
Binky started doing that to me, like yesterday, where he would like start to paw for it.
Yeah.
And I was eating a Malona, and he was like, "I want that."
So I've been teaching Arcane to do like up, and give paw specifically. And every morning I give him Dask Clan. And he now, even like before I even have the treat out of the bag, he does his ups. And he sits up and he has his front paws kind of like let me just show you. He like do this. Whoopsies. Okay, so Arcane sits up and he does this with his front paws.
Oh,
Can
she's
you do it
pretending
now?
to be a cat.
So cute.
Yeah, Arcane, I'll like just get the bag. I don't even say up, and then he's already like, ugh, and then he's like, give me the treat, and I'm like, yeah. And then he's starting to slowly learn the difference between paw and up. You have to hold it a certain way. And he showed Jody his tricks today. It was really cute. She was so impressed. Chris doesn't think he's really doing tricks, but that's okay. I know my cat's smart.
Okay, I was brushing my teeth.
Brushing the
What
teeth.
team do you want to personally manage?
I'm managing a team.
From what I saw, it's just easier for us to keep up with teams if someone's like sort of managing a team, but you're still upheld to like, judgment calls. If you say something like Bomi carries everybody on her back across the balance beam, because I know that she can do that, I would have to
You
call
would throw
out.
them across the balance beam.
But the only one I would bar you from would be Yasawa, for the same reasons I can't manage Valalai.
Because Rook and I are like brothers.
Yeah.
Then I'll go with Vakanaku.
Okay. I'll manage Yasawa, and Valalai, we'll team that. We'll figure that out
Which
together.
one am I? Which one am I?
Vakanaku.
Vakanaku.
Yeah, we got Dave on our team.
Celebrity.
I really think that team's gonna win. Like, your team rallies, man.
Yeah, but they have Suzu on it, who
I
is
believe in us. What the
devious.
fuck?
Yeah.
But I mean, our team's super strong, so.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I think our team is a very good bunch. I think we got good 4 sillies, and then we got 2 serious, I think. I
I
like
think
it.
you got good vibes.
I don't know
I
if
really
I
do.
would call Chrono and the Luigi hat serious, but
Well, when I was looking at the picture earlier, I was like, they really put Sil, Amanda, and Split, and Elliot all in one team.
Are you saying that you think Rook and Armor are serious?
I'm saying they're more serious than us sometimes.
I don't know
Or at
about
least
that.
more serious than me. I
I
want to
think
say.
y'all's team is like the brains team, like the smart.
I don't think Armor's serious at all.
We'll find out.
our team is the creative one.
Find
We
out.
know. We've got a few coders in here, a computer science major. Dave, the musician.
You can play a little sax while you guys are
Yeah,
doing
I
what you're
have an
doing.
art degree, guys, okay?
He
Okay.
just builds a saxophone.
More like a
I'm
fart
gonna have
degree.
and plays.
Even Bray is
I
here,
know.
and Bray's never here.
I was looking at
Even Bray's there.
the roster earlier, and I did realize in a real Survivor competition, like actual Survivor, we have very few. I don't know who can start a fire.
I can.
Why'd you put all the computers?
I have a
together?
lighter.
I am a Girl Scout.
It's not hard to start a fire.
Yeah.
It really isn't. It's pretty easy.
Especially on an island with coconuts. Like, you just, like, rip the hair off coconuts and get, like, old twigs and, like, shit like that.
Write this down.
Like, dead leaves. You just bunch them up and they give you flint. Like, with flint, it's really not that hard.
This might be
Oh,
on the
yeah.
test later. I don't know.
Why'd you
think
put all the
we-
coders together? Or, like,
Like-
or the IT people?
Coders aren't people.
So I didn't
Any
realize
other-
they gave you Flint.
Nothing.
You have to earn
We're
flint.
gonna get into that with the first challenge.
Oh, okay. Because
but-
I was gonna be like, yeah, I could actually do that if I had Flint. I thought it was like bare, like nothing. You start with nothing, build a fire.
Mm-mm.
You can try,
What's
but
the stick
as
together?
long as you win a challenge, you will obtain flint.
Okay, cool.
Or at least don't come last in a challenge.
That's fair.
But we'll get into that.
Yeah. This is FC Survivor on Fiji, sponsored by Tito's Vodka, Taco Bell, Final Fantasy 14, and Steam, and Chili's.
And Elliot, yeah,
And
Chili's.
Elliot, yeah. Hosted by Bishop Probst, who is not here.
Well, that's him.
Yeah.
So imagine he's here welcoming all of you.
We've got 3 teams. We've got the first team represented, managed by no one, but it'll be fine. It's the Valalai, which means toilet in Fiji. That's
Fiji.
well, I don't.
Fijian.
Fijian? Yeah. That's Bomi, Hashi, Taka, Baron, Fetty, who is an old FC member. That's not Fetty Wap the rappers. We never got a photo of him. So.
I think we did once.
Damn, okay. I thought, and Chrono. We have Yasawa, which I'm managing, which is a reference to an island in Fiji that's called Bird Poop Island. And so on that team, of course, we have Syl, Armor, Rook, Amanda, Split, and Elliot. I did want to differentiate, though. We have a picture of Rook in his fan venue head. It is Rook the human.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's also Split the human
Yeah.
in Curse Split.
But yeah, I know Split doesn't like photos of herself, so I didn't want to put a face on there for her. And then, Jaja, you can introduce the last team since you're managing it.
That's Baka Naku, which is Fijian for spank.
Nice.
That's what they're gonna do the competition.
Yeah.
You got Dino, Shifty, Bear, Suzu, Bray, and Dave. Bunch of gamers over here.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of
also
gamers.
Bears.
There's a lot of gamers in this.
A lot of
team.
haters. Extreme haters, extreme gamers.
Yeah.
Bear's 2 biggest nemesis, then Bray and Dino, are here. And the Joker of Survivor, Suzu.
Mm-hmm.
And also the celebrity guest, Dave.
Which that is one thing that Yasawa has going for it, is that everybody on Green Team likes each other. There's no rivalry.
Yeah,
So we've got that.
it's true.
Okay, I got a spreadsheet for idol finding. I also made one for random events and injuries whenever that comes up.
Did you also add like RNG stats on it?
No, we'll have to mentally keep track of those.
Okay. Because there's certain people I think who have higher RNG than others.
Oh, for finding the idol, yeah, I got that.
I just meant like separate from the effort.
Yeah.
Like for example, like Bomi, Dino, Syl, they got the short person luck.
Is that what it is?
It must be. What else would it be? You're closer to the size of a leprechaun, so therefore you had the luck.
I gave everybody one chance at finding the idol, and then I gave them additional chances based on how much they would go look for the idol, and also just how lucky they are.
Mm-hmm. I think that should be impacted by the scenario they're in. Because like I was talking to Hashi, and she was like, I don't know, but if like it was my only chance, then she'd like go super hard for it. There's the host.
I'm not lucky.
That's fine.
We got the host here. Why isn't he not speak? Why isn't he
Yay! Bishop the host.
Bishop the host.
speaking?
Bishop the host. Oh god.
He's just taken back. Don't worry about him. It's fine. So we have our first season, which like I said is on Fiji. Everybody's arriving by the boat, and let's see, we got our first challenge and our first day, which is a pretty like balanced challenge to kind of see where everybody could play out. We did have this one where it is the challenge for Flint. So whoever wins this challenge gets Flint, and then the other ones just have to find ways to make fire without Flint. Is that right?
They have to do the sweater savvy challenge.
Okay, we got that too.
Second place gets to pick, and third place gets forced with whatever's left.
Got it. Okay. All right, how to understand. So the first challenge I have, which you came up with, is we have. Here, I'll draw it here. I feel like that makes the most sense. What we have is like a generic survivor puzzle. That's good enough. Just a generic puzzle. You know, people good at puzzles. 2 people have to solve the puzzle, and then once that puzzle is solved, there would be a key inside the puzzle, which unlocks a pad on a boat, and then 2 other people are going to have to go across balance beams to get the oars for the boat. There's 6 of them. And once the teams have the oars and the key, 2 other people have to swim out. I should have done this backwards. Swim out and get the boat. And the whole team has to, once in the boat, get the boat to shore. And the first team that gets the boat to shore is the one that wins the challenge.
Okay.
So I was thinking for this, like, we'd figure out who the 2 people from each team would be the ones doing the puzzle. I've already thought about this like 10 times in my head.
Yeah.
So I don't know where you are with that, but I think I know who would do the puzzle for At least Yasawa.
Go ahead and say. I would assume it'd be split and somebody, either Elliot or Syl.
A is going to be Split and Elliot.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
I did discover Rook is a pretty decent swimmer, so I think he would be in the last group.
Which I'd put with armor. And then I have confidence that Syl and Amanda have decent balance.
Oh hell yeah.
There we go.
So I feel like who's doing the puzzles from the other teams?
So let's do the toilet team.
Yeah.
I think obviously Chrono gonna be on a puzzle, right? Like it'd be crazy not to put Chrono on a puzzle.
It would be.
Now,
Kono.
my question is, Fetty's gonna be an asshole out the gate probably.
Yeah, he's probably. I wouldn't even think about alliances.
He's gonna
This is their first time
demand-
meeting people, so maybe not alliances.
Yeah.
But he's probably already.
He's gonna demand a certain role. So I feel like he's gonna be very opinionated to start, because I think that's kind of how Fetty is. Although I think he'd probably, even though Taka did competitively swim, I could feel like he'd probably try to push Taka off of swimming so he could do it himself.
That sounds like Fetty. That sounds like Fetty right now.
Like Bomi, do you disagree with what I'm saying about Fetty?
No, I think that sounds right.
Like I think Taka would be like one of the people you'd want swimming, but I think Fetty would probably be like, no, it's most athletic.
Yeah.
Fetty and Baron would probably be swimming because he would demand it.
Okay.
So then I think that puts probably Taka on balance beam.
Taka and Bomi?
I'm not sure. I think Bomi and Hash should be willing to do either one. I think they would just see which one each other's more comfortable with. What do you think?
What was the last task?
Balance beam versus puzzle.
Oh, okay.
I can see it. I feel like Hashi'd be more inclined to like help with the puzzle.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So that'd be Hashi and Chrono doing the puzzle, and then Split and Elliot doing the puzzle on Yasawa, and then who's doing the puzzles on your team?
That's a tough one. See, I don't know how good Dave is at puzzles.
I think it should be Bear and Shifty.
To do the puzzle.
Yeah.
I think.
Wait, is Bray good at puzzles?
Huh?
I was gonna say, is Bray good at puzzles?
Bray's pretty good at puzzles.
I was thinking Bray would probably be one
Bray,
of
are
the
you
people.
good at what kind of puzzles?
Generic.
Survivor puzzles.
Survivor puzzles.
The Survivor puzzle.
That's our host talking to one of the contestants.
Yes, she thinks
And that's-
she said like a Rachel has one survivor, therefore.
That is true. Spoilers,
Yeah.
everybody.
Sorry.
We have a previous
Yeah.
winner on our team.
Oh shit.
Just been name
Yeah.
only.
She has,
I'm
she has
I'm
indeed.
sure Chris is also one survivor.
Chris is also probably one. That's true.
Mhm.
No Dave's though.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Did a Dave win Dave versus Goliath? Does that count?
Yeah, but it was kind of a fluke.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we got Bray on a puzzle.
Because I'm trying to think, of who would finish first to put them. If I was doing a finish,
The men finish first. Am I right, boys?
who would be finishing the first part of the challenge first? That's what I'm trying
Well,
to think.
we still need to do what Bakanaku's thing is. I think Suzu would probably be balancing. She did not seem confident in her swimming earlier because she's lost weight and she's too heavy muscle.
Yeah, in
Doesn't
in
float
water
anymore.
temps-
But I think she'd be down for balance
Yeah.
beam. Dino was
You're on
quick
with,
to offer up Shifty and
with
Bear
Dino,
for
Dave,
the puzzle,
Suzu,
right?
and-
I feel like Bear would be good at puzzles, but I feel like he'd also be good at the swimming part.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we heard Dino Dave.
I think Suzu should definitely be on balance.
Muted though.
There's
Suzu's
two
on balance
places.
beams.
I guess they heard that.
I think Dino would be probably good for balance beams too.
I think I would be good for that.
Dino?
He's a skateboarder.
That puts Bray and Dave swimming out to get the paddle? I mean,
No,
swimming out to
Bray's
get
on
the-
puzzle.
Oh, Bray's on puzzle.
I think
okay.
Bray's on puzzle. I think Dave and either Shifty or Bear would be swimming out. I think Shifty's fine to swim out and Bear on puzzle with Bray. The rivals.
Well,
True.
so I'm thinking about it. Who would finish the puzzle first?
I'm thinking Split
I
Elliot.
was thinking Elliot. They're gonna have good communication because that's the thing. Bear and Bray, there'd be some
They would spend
problems
the
with
whole time
communication
fighting.
there.
They would
Yeah.
just be fighting the whole time.
They'd be bickering.
Not that
Are
Yeah.
you
I think
saying,
they-
saying that Chrono and I wouldn't be good communicators? Is that what you're saying?
I just
I
think I,
don't
feel like
wanna-
Split and Elliot are besties.
Yeah, I got a test for this, Hashi. Do we want to give you a puzzle and put a timer while people are screaming?
Yeah.
As you guys know that I would be very unbiased as host, but I think we all know Bray would win the whole thing.
Mhm.
Well, we
Wow.
got to see if she makes it that far, Mr. Host. Jeff Probst did date a contestant.
It's
I'm
happening
just
right
saying.
now.
It is happening right now,
Wait,
and
is he really?
you'll never guess who it is.
They weren't dating until after the season, but yeah.
Which one?
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
telling. It's a secret. You'll find out. That means it's not you, Hashi.
Rats. I think Split and Elliot finished the puzzle first,
Mhm.
and then I think it'd probably be close, but probably Chrono and Hashi, then Bear and Bray, just because Bear and Bray I feel like would be bickering.
Unfortunately.
Maybe
My name's
not.
Julie Berry.
You're good.
And then balance beams, I was looking over who he chose. I don't see any problems there. The only problems I think with balance beams is if somebody, we talked about
Elliot.
this challenge where someone could be greedy and try to get all the paddles in one run instead of being 2 paddles at a time or something smart.
I think Suzu might go for it.
I think I could see Caesar going for it. We did Amanda and Syl. I feel like
I think Amanda and Sil would be safe to maintain the lead. They wouldn't. I don't think Amanda or Sil would go crazy and be like, nah, I got it all.
I
Phil
don't
would
think so
hold me
either.
back, and I would totally be like, no, you're right, and then I would do the correct.
So just some guidance. And then we had it was Bomi and Hashi on Oris for the first
No,
one.
it would be Bomi and Taka.
Bomi and Taka. I don't see. I also see both of them being pretty level-headed.
I think they'd be safe. I think the people who would probably be riskiest here would be Suzu and.
What do you mean? I would be zooming on those balance.
See?
That's what we're talking about. That's the problem. If you fall off the balance beams, you gotta start over.
I'm not gonna fall off though.
Oh well, if she's not gonna fall off, then they're first.
Hey.
I'm thinking. So I think Yasawa would maintain their lead. I think Vakanaki would catch up. I think Valalai might take their time a little too much. We'd have Yasawa and Vakanaki at a pretty equal measure. With
I think
Val-
Yasawa would be a little ahead, but I do think Vakanaku would catch up and be a close second, with Valalele being third.
Then from there we just have the boats. Oh, then I guess everybody rowing together, but we'll figure that when we get to it.
Yeah.
So going out to the boats, Valalale, we have Baron and Fetty.
Betty.
I have complete faith in Baron. Fetty's just such.
I have 100% faith in Baron, even if Fetty's being annoying. If he was yelling at his team for not being first place while they were doing their challenges, I think Baron is used to bullshit from his bosses, and he would be able to put that in the back of his mind while he's still going. And I'm pretty sure he's the biggest guy here, so he'd probably, assuming they can get it unlocked quick enough or untie the knots the fastest, I think he'd be able to pull the boat the quickest out of everybody.
That helps, honestly, because that puts.
But I do think
we
they'd be
really
getting
have
to the boat last.
They'd be getting to the boat last. I think they'd have the least trouble with it, but.
And I do think Fetty would be the one to want to untie knots. Or unlock it or whatever.
Whatever the camera's gonna be on, that's what Fetty's going to do. Something everybody's gonna actually see.
I just think Fetty is going to be a stupider Rome for anybody who watched last season. I think he's just going to be a jackass. And he's just going to try to, everything is all about him.
I think Baron has a lot of patience, so wouldn't have worn off. He wouldn't be worn down by it yet. So I think those two would be fine. Going to Yasawa, that leaves me with Armor and Rook. Someone to get the
Armor and Rook.
Average. Well, I would say they probably swim about as good as anybody who's decent at swimming.
I feel like they would
Oh,
be
sorry.
about the same level as Dave and Shifty. I don't think there'd be a huge lead gain during that part
Okay.
for either team.
So that keeps it where it is right now. Then in that case, honestly, that's Yasawa getting to the boat first, Vakanaku a little behind them, and then I didn't mean to zoom in like that. Valalai a little behind them.
And then they bring the boat down, people jump in the water. Or they bring the boat to the ship, people jump in the water and then get into the boat. I don't really foresee anybody having a lot of difficulty to the level of Brandon did in a couple seasons ago.
Right.
Where people just have literally negative body control plus strength at all. To where they wouldn't realize you could just roll your body over the edge once you get your waist above or your stomach above it.
Right.
I feel like it'd be very simple. People would probably help each other.
Yeah, that definitely people help each other. And I think as far as rowing the boat,
I think Vakanaku's going to be the best at rowing the boat.
Would they be able to decide who's giving? No, mind. They'd figure it out. There would be no who's the leader here. It's all team effort. That's tough. Do we think Bakanaku's strong enough to overtake
The lead.
the lead that Yasawa had? Because Yasawa is probably fastest getting in the boats, but as far as rowing the boat, I feel like Bakanaku's definitely got it.
I think it's not like it's a short distance to row.
Mhm.
You can make up a little bit of a lead. I think they'd be able to make up that lead and pass.
I think so too, if I'm being realistic with myself, even though I want Yasawa to win. In that case, I think it would be that. I think it would be Bakanaku would get there first, they'd get the flint. Yasawa gets second, so they get to choose Sweat or Savvy, and Valalai gets left over with whichever one they don't choose.
I agree.
That's it, that's our first challenge. So Bakanaku, they're immune.
No, this isn't for
Oh,
immunity
it's not
yet.
just first day, you're right.
This is for Flint. Basically, this is to survive comfortably for the first day or two.
So the hype team is in a really good mood right now.
I think Yasawa's vibes are still fine. I think Yasawa would be fine getting second. I don't think they have anybody who is overtly mega toxic to everybody on their team yet.
I think this would cause a rift with Valalai.
I think Fetty
vibes.
would be like an asshole about it, yeah. He'd
Yeah.
blame whoever. Like he would assume that he did everything perfect.
Right, so it wasn't the boat
Um,
thing, yeah.
He'd probably blame whoever either took the longest on balance beam or if the puzzle took too long or something like that. He'd probably blame that.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say balance beam because two females.
Two girls.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I agree.
The balance, you guys did take your time to be safe.
And also, the puzzle was finished second and not last. So I think the fact that Suzu and Dino were playing riskier and they were able to like catch up and pass the slight lead
Mm-hmm.
would probably make them like angry about it. But yeah, I think women doing it would also have a big effect.
Women.
Yeah. It's great. Okay.
Well, for the Sweat and Savvy, I think Yasawa does Savvy and leaves Sweat for Valalai.
Okay. So just so everybody else knows, Sweat and Savvy is where and make sure I get this right. It's where you have the chance to get Flint, but you have to complete either a sweat challenge, which is that you have 4 hours to fill ocean water into an oil drum using a bucket, but the bucket has holes in it, so you have to cover up the holes, and it takes forever. Or there's a Savvy challenge, where there's a moderately difficult math puzzle, but you only have 15 minutes to do it.
And I believe the whole team gets to be there for the math challenge, but only 2 people get to be there for the sweat. So I think this Brains tribe of Yasawa would take the Savvy.
Definitely.
And I think Valalai would be stuck with the sweat. And I think Fetty would offer up himself and Baron to do the sweat.
Oh my god.
I mean, is that wrong?
That's right, because Baron's so kind. He'd be like, yeah, I'll go. And then he's going to be so upset.
Yeah, because now he's got 4 hours of Fetty talking about how shit Bomi and Taka are.
Do you think he's going to try to form an alliance out there? Be like, listen.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And I think Bomi, Hashi, Taka, and Chrono would, that they'd be setting up camp or whatever. I don't think Chrono would really be in, like, the shit talk and stuff. Maybe he'd be like, yeah, that was ridiculous type of thing. But I think Bomi, Hashi, and Taka would be, like, ready to just be like, dude, this guy fucking sucks.
Yeah. I'm glad that he's not there. I could see that. I said there's probably no rift between them. I could see where, like, Baron's going to be exhausted by Fetty. Fetty's going to think he has an alliance with Baron at the end of the day.
Oh my god.
Okay. As far as, do you think? Well, while we're there, do you think Baron and Fetty would succeed at the sweat challenge?
Honestly, yeah. I think they probably would.
Mm-hmm.
Baron's pretty smart. I think he'd realize that you could just, instead of carrying the bucket with holes, you could probably find stuff to clog the holes. Whether it be like you put like in a shirt at the in a bucket to make it drip out less, or like find sticks and jam them in the holes or something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he'd come up with an idea to make it work. And I think Fetty would really want to try hard to prove that he's the best.
Yeah, well, yeah, if it's Baron around another guy, yeah.
Well, yeah, dude, because dudes just get it. Chicks wouldn't understand.
Fetty sexist?
Huh?
Was Fetty
Yeah.
sexist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that why you included him in the challenge?
I hate this.
We've seen some fun. Priyasawa.
Hachi hates her tribe already.
They have 15 minutes to do a puzzle.
I think they'd be pretty good at a puzzle.
Yeah.
I agree. I
That's
think
the
we
brain.
would.
I mean, they have a fucking scientist,
Mm,
an engineer, and a Rooklyn Addock on their team. I think they can get a puzzle.
yeah. I would think so too. So I mean, at least everybody has Flint today.
I don't know how good at puzzles you are, Amanda.
I think I'm pretty good.
At math
I do a lot
puzzles?
of- I do a lot of latent.
I'll go. There you go. See, between everybody for a math puzzle, I think they can get it.
Yeah.
I think every team can succeed at their task, because like ultimately the sweat challenge is just a lot of effort. The savvy one is generally harder, but I think they are like kind of the brainy tribe.
Okay. So everybody has Flint. Everybody's in decent mood about that. I said I'm not going to roll for injuries on day one. Do we think any alliances were made this day besides the one between Fetty and Baron?
Generally, the tribe that is winning isn't too concerned. They'll have light alliances, but they don't really feel their heat, like they're like the heat yet, so they're not too concerned.
Mhm.
They might be getting preferences and stuff, but I don't think they would be like definite.
Yeah.
Bear does hate women, so that might
Another-
have something to go with it.
Yeah.
Another sec-
Texas on every team. You can guess which one's on Yasawa.
Yeah.
It's Elliot.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he's just got to go up to Armor and Rug, big dumb bitches. Am I right?
Do that all the time.
That's scientist, stupid as shit.
Yeah, we could have been first there.
I think Bomi, Hashi, and Taka would probably be vibing, because I think when you're getting blamed for something, Bomi and Taka would probably like kind of feel in it together, and I think Hashi would probably be pretty pissed off that this Fetty guy's even there.
Yeah, I get fucked.
And I think
feel like
Chrono has
Taka and I would
preferences, but I wouldn't call it like an alliance.
Okay.
I feel like Taka and I would have an amazing alliance.
Cool.
Wait, I'm not the sexist on our team?
There can be more than one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We said
That's
that.
what Bear and Suzu are gonna bond over. Can you believe it? We're both Asian and hate women. Crazy.
Wow, small world.
Crazy.
Okay. Sorry. A little bit of a cough. That's first
Yeah,
day or
wow.
first episode.
I think first day does take the longest.
Yeah. And there was a lot of stuff to consider on that challenge as opposed to the other ones,
Mhm.
which are a lot more straightforward. But my bad. I was curious, with rolling for finding an idol, it would be kind of bad to find an idol second day. Chances are very low, but should I roll before the challenge or after?
They would show it after, so we can do it after. But it's only bad to find an idol early if people know you found it.
Yeah.
So we also probably have to think of like how discreet we think they'd be looking for it.
Or good.
But,
at it,
okay. Yeah.
Okay, so 18 contestants. We have 3 teams of 6. It's everybody still. This is the barge challenge. Barge challenge where teams start on a barge in the water and have to swim to a boat that's all the way on the shore. Once all the parties are in the boat, they have to gather 3 chests on the way to. I think I got that wrong. I typed it down wrong.
I think you swim to a boat not too far away.
Mhm.
And then you paddle the boat towards the shore, and along the way there are 3 stops you have to take to have somebody get out, grab the chest off of these little platforms, put it in the boat, and then keep rowing to the shore.
Yep. Okay, and after all 3 treasures on the boat or on the shore, you have to drag the boat past the shoreline and then complete the puzzle that's in each chest.
The chests contain pieces all to one puzzle.
Okay.
So ultimately, this challenge you'll gain some time with swimming ability and just strength, because you do have to push the boat onto the beach. But I think this is a more puzzle focused challenge rather than a pure physical one. Because I don't think, regardless of the teams, unless somebody makes a big mistake, I don't think there'll be a lot of time between them arriving to the shore to do the puzzle. I think within a minute, generally. Maybe there's a little bit more time when you push the boats.
Yeah.
But it's not like these platforms are crazy or anything. It's whichever person you think is strongest on your team could just get out, grab the chest, hand it to like somebody who can hold it, and they set it down on the boat while you get back in. Like it's not something that's like super difficult.
Yeah, I think generally everybody could row, so or paddle. I think that's true. And I rolled for injuries. Nobody got any.
Good. Congrats, everybody.
Yeah.
It's a very low chance of injury, unless you're Andy.
Yeah.
Because no. Oh wait, should we roll to see if anybody clapped when somebody opened a coconut? That's why Andy
I
broke
clapped.
down on the first day.
Yeah.
Bishop probst.
Bear claps whenever Dave opened a coconut, because of course he would.
Or that fucking sound. That's definitely gonna be an alliance.
Yeah. It's gonna be a problem. We'll worry about that later, though. Okay, so with it being not too athletic of a challenge, I don't see. I kind of see Vakunaku still having a little bit of an advantage, just because they are the more athletic team.
I think Vakunaku does have maybe a slight advantage to getting through stuff, but I don't think their puzzle skills are so much better than everybody else's that it's like they just crush it. If there's like a way to RNG it a little bit,
Yeah, I got
so
it.
it's not just like the best puzzle team wins the puzzle challenge. I think Bakunaku is going to be first to finish everything up until the puzzle. I think it's basically the same order we had before. I don't know, actually. I feel like maybe Valalele would probably be second to get the boat there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I agree with that, actually.
because Hashi and Taka are kind of gamers. They're
We're
tough.
gamers.
Also, Yasawa does have
And
an
still
old
a-
lady and an old man on it.
Yeah, Sil and Elliot, they're pretty tiny.
Mhm.
So I think the rowing part would be fine, but I think pushing it through sand might be a little bit tougher.
Right.
So I think getting to the puzzle would probably be like Bakunaku first, Valalele second, and Yasawa third.
I agree with that. Not with any like giant gaps between them, but
No, like I would say probably within like a minute 15 seconds between all three.
okay.
Because they're gonna make it intentionally mega difficult.
That does give. And I can't. What was the difficulty on this puzzle?
I would say it's not a math puzzle. I would say probably somewhere between easy and moderate.
Easy.
A decent puzzle. Nothing too crazy yet.
I'm thinking, which this would completely ruin who I thought would be first vote out, but I feel like Valalele has enough of an advantage with getting there second and being a good puzzle team. I feel
Can't
like
believe you thought Bomi would be first out. Wow.
I feel like Valalele might win this one because if they're only a little bit behind Bakunaku, I think they'd be able to catch up in terms of solving the puzzle.
Who do you think would be on the puzzle? Do you think it'd be Chrono and somebody?
I'd say Chrono and
Either Baron or Bomi or Hashi. What do Bomi and Hashi think? Who do y'all think would be on it?
I can do it.
I feel like Bomi could do it.
I like puzzle games.
She just like puzzle games.
Bomi does puzzle games. And I would say this puzzle is think of, I don't know, a 50, 60 piece puzzle that everything's a square.
Love
And you're just
that.
doing the picture. So it's not anything super complex where you would need to know how to properly do slide puzzles or anything like that. There's no method to it. It's just get the pieces out and
Yeah.
essentially just make a giant thing of the Survivor logo type of thing.
Easy. Yeah, I love shit like that.
And I could see them I could see them knocking that out pretty quick.
I think they'd knock it out quick enough to catch up with Vakunaku. So I would
Mhm.
think, I'm thinking it would be Valalele first, Vakunaku second, Yasawa third.
Who would be on the puzzle for Vakunaku? Do you think they would trust Bray and Bear to do it against since they got third last time? Or do you think they'd want to switch it up and put Bray and, I don't know, Dave or Dino or Shifty? I don't know if Suzu would be down for it.
They just argued last time.
I feel like Suzu wouldn't do it because I feel like Suzu would go super hard into pushing the boat.
To the detriment of herself.
I think Suzu is an all gas, no brakes. I'll get you to the end, but then I'm gonna lay down. I think Valalele and I think Vakunaku, because it's a relatively easy puzzle, would have had enough of a lead over Yasawa to probably pull it out, but I think it would be very close. Because I do think Yasawa crushes puzzles. But this isn't exactly a tough puzzle.
I don't think, I'm looking at who's left here. I don't think the loss will cause a rift in Yasawa. Looking at who's there.
If it's a good vibes tribe, generally what will happen is you'll just get an alliance or two, and then after the vote, it'll just be like, let's focus up.
So I think everybody comes pretty unscathed from a challenge mentally, physically.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to ask, so is the winning team the one that goes on the Survivor journey?
No, a journey is separate.
Okay. Is that where Bishop just asked for 4 volunteers and they don't know what it's for?
It'll be 3, but they know it's for a journey. So basically, what will happen is we know Balalele and Bakanaku will not be sending somebody home tonight.
Mhm.
And then after they're back at their camp, sometime later, a boat will show up, and you're supposed to just decide amongst each other who is gonna go. And I would say whoever goes gets a 0 for a chance to find an idol, because they'll be gone. It's not an extremely long trip, but it will take most of the daylight.
Right.
So they're not exactly going to have time, because when they get back, they have to tell their tribe what happened. So who do you think from each tribe is either going to... How do you think each tribe is going to decide?
Who gets to go on the challenge?
Well, the journey.
The journey. With Yasawa, I could see Amanda volunteering, because again, we don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. And
You're
everybody
right, I
else being pliable enough to be like, sure, we don't mind Amanda going.
It's risky, Amanda.
I like volunteering.
See,
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
now you don't have a chance to Now you don't have a chance to do politics.
Do I look like? Let me.
I spelled journey wrong. Who do you think would be going from Bakanaku?
Akanaku. Suzu's down for whatever. I could see Suzu. I don't think anybody would have an issue with Suzu doing it.
Especially with how hard she was pulling that boat.
I'm surprised she didn't get injured with how hard she was pushing that boat.
And then Valalai.
I wonder.
I don't know. Do you think this is when Valalai would stand up for themselves and say, no, actually, I don't think he should go?
I could see Fetty offering, but I could see Taka wanting to go.
Taka has 2 people
I
to
don't.
vouch for her.
I feel like people would probably be like, well, if we can't make in order not to just show preference to Fetty's face, they probably how about we draw sticks or something, draw straws for it. Because I think Fetty would just turn into a bigger issue. People are like, no, asshole, you don't get to go. Shut the fuck up.
Let's do evens Taka, odds Fetty. Or is
I would
this
say everybody's drawing straws.
we can do that.
And I would just roll a
D6.
D6 in order from top to bottom.
Let's see. We're gonna do that right now.
Because they're also the tribe that just won, so they're feeling good. They're not too worried about it.
It's Baron. Baron's going on the journey.
The Amanda Baron Suzu alliance that nobody predicted.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys.
We have Prisoner's Dilemma, so let me explain what I think this is, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. This is where the 3 of them are voting for if they want the ability to bank their vote. If they say no, they get to keep their vote. If everybody says no, everybody keeps their votes. If everybody says yes, then everybody loses their votes. If one person lies, then they get to keep the bank your vote and nobody else does.
I think it's 2 people can choose what one person has to say now. So
That checks out. So 2 people could lie. And
yeah. So obviously Suzu's going for the bank vote. Suzu's not offering up. Well, if you guys really need, I think Suzu's like, nah, I'm taking it. I don't care what you guys do. I'm taking it.
I was thinking Suzu wouldn't even hide it. She'd be like, I'm gonna vote.
No.
For it.
She'd be upfront about it. I think Amanda would understand her situation in the game right now. With no clear vote, Valalele would have. I think Amanda would probably be willing to play it safe and say, I'm just going to keep my vote. I'm saying no because I can't risk losing it. Basically offering up to Baron, hopefully for, if she makes it to the merge, a favor to return later.
Yes, I love favor.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't really think Amanda would risk it, because what's the point of a bank of vote in her situation? She needs her vote right now.
And I feel like Baron wouldn't just give Suzu the bank of vote and nobody else. So I feel like it'd be Baron and Suzu get the bank of vote, and then Amanda.
And when they return, Suzu lies her fucking ass off. She says she lost her vote. Baron probably tells certain people on his tribe what the real sitch is. I don't know if he tells everybody. I think Amanda's just open and honest with people.
Oh yeah.
Because her being gone does put her at a slight disadvantage, like politically in the tribe, like
Right,
in terms of like talking about who's. So I think her being open and honest is probably her best way to have people trust in her as a future ally.
I agree with that. And then if she makes it to merge or just to the 2-person team and it's on the same team as Baron, that'll help.
Yeah,
Um,
they bonded now.
Yeah.
A little pop up above Amanda's head said like Baron will remember this.
Love that.
okay, so we don't have a random event or injury, but let me roll to see
Anybody-
if we find something. The way I did it is the chances are very slow at the beginning of the show, but I increase the chances.
Yeah, and they increase. Yeah, which makes sense because you'd be looking in different places.
Nobody found the idol.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've got first tribal council. Let me get water really quick. 'Cause talking
That's a tough
has
one.
dried my mouth.
Beep boop.
Sorry, it keeps cutting out on me, so I'm just gonna not be on whiteboard. I want to hear.
We should have our host ask people on this tribe to describe their game so far. Is Bishop Probst here? Nah, that's much.
Guys, I
later.
want to thank Tito's.
That's much later.
When I'm getting shit-faced home alone, when my wife is staying at her parents', I drink Tito's and I eat Taco Bell, and my life.
Play on my Steam Deck.
I'm playing on my Steam.
What game are you playing?
Playing Final Fantasy 14 on my Steam Deck while
Critically-
drinking Tito's and eating
critically
Taco Bell.
acclaimed- Guys, critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14 with free.
See, what's special about this season is the host at every single tribal is absolutely faded
Yeah.
and
on
high,
Tito. It's
so
just he's
high.
not there.
Yeah. People are like, why
But
is he
he's just
gone?
like,
It's like he said so many inappropriate things.
Tell me about the game so far.
Yeah. So what are you guys thinking about? How are you feeling? What's the mood? What's the mood?
Anybody kiss?
Who am I interviewing for their vibes right now? Well, let's. Get,
Why
let's
don't you interview Amanda? She went on a journey.
Amanda, first, guys. Shh, guys. Thanks, Amanda. I just want to thank Tito's for sponsoring this. There's none left, but I'll get you some more if you want it. Man, how are you? How are you?
I'm feeling.
How are you
Pretty
feeling?
good. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm
I
supporting
feel
my
pretty
team.
good too. That's awesome. What do you think? What do you think of the? What do you think of the place?
Good. I'm here to support my team, so I'm really
Yeah.
enjoying it so far.
Cool.
Spoken like a
And
child.
are you gonna win? You gonna win the whole thing? You think?
I'm gonna win.
All
as
right,
much
guys.
as I
Thank you
can.
so much to Tito's. Real excited to be
Oh my
here
God.
today. I got my glasses empty. I
So-
gotta go refresh.
In terms of tribe dynamic before we go, I think Split and Elliot are a solid pair.
Yeah, definitely.
This is your
Yeah.
tribe.
They bonded over puzzles.
I think Armor and Rook are probably a solid pair. So then there's Syl and Amanda left. Amanda was gone. But for the sake of knowing people, I feel like they would be favoring the Split Elliot group. But what do you think?
Okay.
Because Armor's not around that much.
Yeah.
Armor's great, but he's just not around that much.
It's true. We haven't. What has Armor done? We haven't even heard from him.
I heard from him yesterday, actually.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
We're gonna play League.
Oh.
You want to join?
Mood.
Ow.
Boo.
Oh.
So this is where we get into: are we voting like people are contestants to Survivor, or are we voting like they're people as we know them in our FC?
That's true. That's
Which is
true.
bad.
Maybe we should vote for them as contestants on Survivor.
And I got a question from Fetty about this as well. Do we need to vote for them as if the women are people?
That's the discretion of the voter.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Elliot was also wanting to know that.
Oh, I know. He messaged me earlier about that.
Okay, cool.
He's like, so I see that you have 3 women per tribe. Like, how many people does that count as?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can we have a compromise about
Yeah.
this?
Did they get like
3/5 of a person.
how many votes is that?
So I think there's 2 schools of thought here.
Yeah.
Your puzzle game is strong, and you probably lost more likely over tribe strength, like physical strength,
hmm
than anything else. And would you be willing to vote out the strength to preserve your alliance, but at risk of going to more challenge, like going to more tribals?
hmm
They don't know when the tribe swaps are. They don't even know if they're a thing.
Right. I gotta think with that because I think the problem is since the merge hasn't happened, I do think typically they would vote Armor just because they don't know Armor. The only person that wouldn't vote Armor would be Brooke. But
Mhm.
then you're eliminating like one of the more physically capable people on your team. Which if
Probably top 2, but
Yeah.
potentially your most physically capable person on your team. Like
Yeah.
I think, it's tough,
Mhm.
and I hate to be the one to say it. Love you, boo, but I think it's between the smalls.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Syl. I think Elliot has an early alliance with Split.
It might be. I mean,
They always vote the Asian people out first.
they
Yeah.
do vote Asian people out early.
Yeah.
That is
So,
true.
yeah.
That's crazy.
So
They
the
just
tribe
don't
has
look good on
spoken.
camera.
I gotta make it to merge. I gotta make it to merge.
You gotta get Ponderosa. Well, this is already. If you had any game to take the smalls to the finals, this is already a a rose.
This is also another thing to vote out Syl over Elliot would be that Syl has a guaranteed +1 on another tribe. And I think that's a big threat that people would want to kind of get rid of, where it's just like you have to separate the couples.
Yeah. God, Baron's. Man, okay, yeah.
Baron's going to be crushed. After having to deal with Fetty, and now Syl's gone?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
He's not going to be happy. Elliot, do you have any? Elliot, what do you say when you write down Syl's name at the tribal thing to the TV?
So sorry, my bard buddy. Gotta be done.
Amanda, do you have any quips?
No.
What you say is you put it in the pot.
Like it was you or me.
It's just a cut to Dino saying no, even though she's not voting.
Somewhere
Dino's got a cutaway when they get to the next challenge and reveal that Syl's gone.
Yeah, Syl's final words are they're gonna fix my class one day.
Damn it, Squeenix.
Job spoken. God. Okay, it's only gonna get tougher from here, but okay. Anyway, we're down to 17 contestants. Next day, which brings us to 3 teams of 5.
So people get to sit out depending on what the challenge is.
Yeah, I think so. Except for Yasawa.
Yeah.
Everybody's in.
Yep, everybody's in for Yasawa.
So where did I see that? It's a small individual obstacle course of crawling through mud under a net, and you have to wait for your.
Trevor loves that.
You have to wait for the whole team to finish before you proceed. Once your whole team has gone through the net, this unlocks a ladder, which gets you to the top of a post. And at the top of the post, you have to untie a bag containing small sandbags, and you use those sandbags to knock targets off the post like a shooting gallery.
Yeah.
Last part, those targets are puzzle pieces to spell a word. Easy puzzle, very easy puzzle, but still a puzzle nonetheless.
Yeah, it'd be like spelling something like survivor or immunity. Some that take like maybe 5 seconds to figure out what the word is.
Outcast, outrage, outsource.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yoshi P, something like that.
Yeah. So I think this is actually a pretty physically intensive challenge because it's physically intensive and then ability to throw.
Yeah.
So Yasawa, the team I'm managing, doesn't have anybody to sit out. Who's sitting out in the other teams?
Okay, let's see. I know Bomi's got the strength of an ox.
Mm-hmm.
And a cannon for an arm, but I feel like she might volunteer to sit this one out.
But somebody else, if somebody needed to sit out and nobody wanted to sit out, I wouldn't mind it.
I agree too, and also I'm looking at with the fact that you have to wait for the whole team to finish. I do think looking at who would be left crawling under the mud, that does actually put your team at a pretty good spot. And then
For Vakanaku, I feel like maybe Bray. Dino basically lives in the sewer, so she's cool with mud. Do you not? I always see you crawl out of storm drains at cons.
Yes, no.
And she works at a sports stadium, so she can throw things.
Can throw things. She's the 3rd string quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons, which doesn't mean a lot. It sounds prestigious. It's not.
You can often find me on the stripper pole at the Dragon Con parties, so
There you go.
I would be a great candidate for this challenge.
Good.
Dino's. I'm ready to climb the ladder because she weighs, I don't know, 8 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
She can fly up that ladder like a stripper pole, apparently.
I am crazy good at rock climbing.
We got it. So that leaves
Elliot.
Elliot's
He doesn't have to. Maybe does he want to climb the ladder?
I
Would he
have
want
to
to climb
step
the
away
ladder?
for
Pinky
feeding
feeding time.
Time.
You like me climbing the ladder is gonna be the easiest because I weigh nothing, so I can just scramble
Yeah.
real quick.
Like a lizard up a wall. He's known for having very sticky hands.
No, I'm not.
I think most tribes are going to choose the smallest person who's competing to climb the ladder.
That'd be.
I don't know.
We don't really know. We don't know if Eddie's scrappy.
I was thinking it may, even though they're tall. So I feel like if it was something to do with throwing and climbing,
Mhm.
Taka would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is just the climbing part, but I think I think honestly anybody on that tribe could climb, except for maybe Baron, because I think
Yeah.
you'd want him to support the ladder. I think
Yeah.
anybody else would be fine for climbing it.
Oh, see, I would say supporting it would be like Chrono or Baron.
I mean, honestly, I was thinking Hashi or Taka. One of the two
Yeah.
would probably be the one on the ladder. I think for this one we said when they get to the throwing part, does each person have to hit a target, or no? They take turns, right? One person can't just sit up there throwing. Okay.
So I'm thinking as far as getting through the mud, I don't see any obvious weaknesses here. I think I just see the initial Vakanaku's has a lot of physically talented people on it. So it would just be, I'm seeing them having like a slight advantage there at the beginning.
I think they'd be fine through the mud. I think you got a bunch of tryhards over here.
Thank goodness. And then we have be climbing up the ladder after that, which I think we got Dino, Elliot, and who do you think is good at throwing? Because this is kind of like Bakanaku has a slight advantage.
I know Bear's really good at throwing.
Oh shit.
Dave's a big fan of baseball, so I would assume he's pretty good at throwing. I think they just have a lot of athletes on the team. I think they just absolutely crush us. I think they get through every part first, and they just finish before the other two tribes.
So does the second or third place matter in this one? So we know who first place.
I think they get first. I think that this challenge is just one for them.
I'm back.
So, welcome back.
Welcome back. Your team won.
I think Valalele could probably get through the mud quicker, but I think Elliot weighs 1 pound, so he may not even have to completely come off the ladder for them to just like, keep pulling it.
I agree with this.
I feel like they could probably make up more time than what they lost in the mud. Because I think they would be probably the fastest at the ladder. I just think Bakanaku would probably just finish before everybody. But exactly. I don't know how good everybody here is at throwing.
That's something, if we don't know that anybody's great at throwing.
So, Rook did play football.
Guys, as the host, I have an important announcement to make. Earlier, when I was reading the names of the people on Bray's team to her, and I was just saying the names really fast, and I said Dino Dave. Bray really liked the name Dino Dave. She's playing The Sims 4 right now, and
Like
she's
Boston Rob.
exactly.
Dino Dave and Boston.
She's writing novels in The Sims 4, and she's calling them like Dino Dave books. The one she's writing right now is Dino Dave and the Dino Dance, and she says
Children's book about Dino Dave.
She said you and Dave need to do Trunks Gotan style fusion to become
Dino Dave.
That is
You'd be
all.
way too powerful.
It's Goten for the record, not Gotan.
I don't give a shit.
Amanda, did you ever play any sports?
I did play flag football.
So, you good at throwing?
Mm-hmm.
I think we got two football people. Armors play sports. Did play sports? I thought Armor did play sports, right?
He's played a bit. I think Split also played sports.
Played volleyball.
I think that team just has more throwing potential. I think Taco would be good. Baron's European. They don't use their arms for anything.
That's what I'd say, yeah. Be hacky sack, another story, but...
I think Yasawa beats him out.
So Yasawa second, and this means Valalila is going to tribal.
Tragic.
I think it's important to note it, just to state. I think Vakanaku is really feeling himself after that one. I think that they'd be feeling on top of the world after crushing this.
So that goes with the random event that I rolled, which is that a big personality starts rubbing people the wrong way, which would be, we could go with the obvious, Fetty after their loss on Valalila.
Yeah.
But we could also acknowledge that there's a team higher in their hubris right now.
I feel like we could do both.
Yeah, that's fun too. I like that. So
I feel like Fetty would be an issue right now. And he'd be playing the blame game, not directed at Bomi because she didn't participate.
True. In a plot twist.
It would be whoever was worst at throwing. And I think it might be Chrono.
It might be Chrono.
I think Chrono would be the worst at throwing. I think Hashi, Taka are both probably pretty decent at throwing, above average. Fetty's probably okay. Baron's probably okay. I think Chrono probably kind of bad at throwing something like a baseball size.
It's true. It happens to all of us. I am too. So we know who the bad thing is there. He'd be just vehemently shit-talking Chrono, which that's two people that don't like him now. I would say I would go...
I think it might be more than two.
Yeah, I think it might be the entire tribe, because I would say he's exhausted Baron. He's shit-talking Chrono. Bomi, Hashi, and Taka aren't going to enjoy that kind of company in general.
I agree.
So he's caused a huge rift within Valalila. And then Vakanaku, we could choose someone, or I could just roll for it.
I think it'd be more fun to roll for it, because otherwise I'm probably just going to pick Suzu.
What if I said it was Dave?
Dave, he is kind of an egomaniac.
He's just really roaring and cheering. And this is already a team that cheers a lot, but this is a bit excessive, Dave.
Dave the showboater.
This isn't much, like, we get it.
He's high on his own supply.
God. So, And then let me see if anybody found the idol.
Dude, if Eddie found an idol,
Someone did find an idol. It's Rook.
Rook found an idol.
Oh,
Put the idol in green so we know it's from the Yasawa beach.
yeah, true.
Like the text in green. I think Baron and Chrono would get closer after hating Fetty.
Definitely.
I think they would bond over hating Fetty. I know everybody hates Fetty, but I feel like them without clear alliance partners would probably
True. After having to become in such close contact with Fetty, I could see that happening.
Ah.
Okay.
see ya.
So,
So
would Rook tell
I
me if
don't
he had
think.
an idol?
No, I don't think he would yet. I think Rook keeps him to himself for now.
Cool.
There's no reason to tell anybody. I don't think, in terms of shot in the dark, I don't think Fetty has a clue. I think he's just talking to people, convincing them to vote out Chrono, and people are like, sure, whatever. And I think that would actually annoy Chrono. He's got a high tolerance for annoyance, but I think Fetty could probably eventually break through that, being persistent enough. And I think it's just a 5-0 sweep on Fetty, with Chrono receiving 1 vote from Fetty.
There's no point in discussing who everybody votes for.
Travis spoken.
Let me mark him out.
He's got a quip on the way out, too.
Oh.
Something about how they're screwed without him. Or he was tired of carrying this team anyway.
It wasn't the team he wanted,
He wanted to be on Rook's team.
so he was hoping for that team. They would have done great after merge. So, oh, we did have prizes for that one. I forgot about that.
Oh, is this the fish?
Fishing gear. So Vakanaku Party Tribe gets good fishing gear. Yasawa got fishing gear, and
Well, they got nothing.
no fishing gear.
Y'all ain't eating fish.
Mhm.
No fish for you.
So I'm really proud of myself for this next challenge. I made a change to it without telling
Okay.
you. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't.
So our next challenge is 3 teams of 5. It's called Carry the Lizard. That part's still the same. Teams must carry a sand-filled lizard through 2 physical obstacles with balance and communication. At the end of the challenge, they open up the lizard, and inside the lizard are 6 flutes that make different sounds. They have to decide which 3 flutes of those 6 flutes open up a chest by matching the coordinating sound to the chest.
But I'm not in this.
So this involves having a music person on their team.
So, I do think that every team has a music person, so it wouldn't be too difficult for any team.
Mm-mm.
I think at least every team has a musical person. At least somebody who can play an instrument.
That's true, we did.
Bella Lele, Bomi plays a mean recorder.
So and
Chrono?
Taka can play by ear.
Chrono plays guitar.
Chrono
For
plays guitar.
Yasawa, Split, and Rook.
Mhm.
I don't know if Amanda... Elliot, you can play an instrument, right?
I can play. Ooh, smack my mic. Sorry, I can play piano.
I can play piano too, by the way.
No, you just recorder, Bomi. You're
Yeah,
past the
sweet.
piano stuff. You're not
Okay.
5 anymore. You
Okay.
play
Oh,
recorder.
My bad.
Yeah, we're getting told on Twitter that Bomi can play internet. Can play music. Oh, Dave! Oh my God.
This is no, he can't actually play music in this
Oh, okay.
scenario.
It's been one big act. Yeah.
In this one, he's got to keep his ears closed.
The saxophone in his photo is actually just fake.
Is AI.
It's actually a balloon.
So
One person is sitting out from Bakanaku. It cannot be Bray. He
Yeah,
sat out last
yeah,
time.
2 people can't sit out the same twice in a row. You're right. I accidentally gave Amanda the banker vote, not Suzu. Let me fix that. Let me see. Who's sitting out? Team manager.
I don't think Dave sits out. I think it'd be either Dino or Shifty.
So I could see it being where it's first and foremost mostly a physical competition. I could see
Yeah.
where it might make sense for Dino to sit out because Dino also wouldn't be one of. They've got Dave. So for the musical part of it.
This is with 15, correct? This is 15 contestants? Or is it
16.
16? It's 16.
These go a lot faster as we go on.
Might be Dino, because you are carrying a giant lizard. And Dino wouldn't want to throw around one of her compatriots in terms of what used to be a dinosaur. She'd want to be too gentle, be too slow with it.
So true.
She'd be
So-
delicate with her cousin.
And I can't relate to this narrative as someone doesn't understand music, but I can say I remember when we did the music, that escape room with Bobby versus when we did it with Suzu. Suzu solved it instantly, and I think that's what most of the music people could do. So
Yeah.
Since everybody has a musical person, I think it really just comes down to who can physically carry that giant sand-filled lizard the fastest.
And balance.
Oh, and balance.
And Bakanaku's too stacked. Good thing they won't be together for too much longer. So, I do think Vakanaku might go too fast.
As in,
They might rush at the risk of fucking up a balance part and having to redo it, losing any. I do think they'd get off to a early lead, but I could see them rushing too much and making a mistake. Because there are mistakes and challenges. People are feeling themselves. They get a little bit of ego. They might just want to crush people.
Right. That's what I was thinking. It could be a lot of voices of, when it comes to the communication and balance part, it could be a lot of who's the one we're listening to, Wakanaku. Whereas I feel like, even though they wouldn't have the physical advantage, Yasawa and Valalai would have good communication, especially now that Fetty's gone.
Or they'd be missing a leader now that Fetty's gone, am I right?
They're missing a loud voice.
I think you should roll. How about a 4-sided dice for Wakanaku? And if it hits a 1, then they fucked up the balance part.
They did not fuck up the balance part.
Damn.
This
Okay.
is the Survivors, or sometimes there's a team that steamrolls.
Every season.
That's how it is. So.
Well, they probably roll on through. And for second, it's tough. I think both these tribes would take it slow and steady through the balance part.
I could see Valalai having a little bit more of that fight to win in them, though.
I can see that. Once you get rid of Fetty, you're feeling pretty good.
God. So that would be, I'm thinking Wakanaku first, because they didn't fuck up. Valalai second, and then Yasawa third.
Since the puzzle's secondary, there's probably multiple people on every team that could just one-shot this puzzle.
It's probably as easy as just like having the answer read out loud. Which is cool. So the winning team gets to pick one person from their team and one person from each other team and go on a journey.
Suzu's already been on a journey, so I don't think they would pick her.
Dino sat out. I don't think they'd choose Dino.
They could pick Dino. She is sniffling.
No.
Because I really wanted to compete. It'd be cool if I could be picked for the journey.
Dave's been cheering too loud. They wouldn't pick Dave. I think so. I'm thinking. What do you think it would be Shifty? Because I feel like it would. If between Bear and Bray, they might bicker too much for it to choose who would win between them. But I feel like if Shifty,
I think it'd be fine for Shifty to go.
I think if Shifty was like, I'll go. I don't think anyone would object to Shifty going.
I do want to say the 2 people who've been eliminated so far are not white, and that's an issue.
They're gonna.
Who do we think they pick for the other tribes to go on this journey?
Let's see, Rook and Chrono.
Yeah, we could put some raiders together, like a boys' alliance potentially.
So Bishop has a huge smile on his face. He's ready to take them out to the island, the 3 of them. These 3 would feel closer after this, because remember, they all went on a journey together. And
They share eye contact a little bit longer from now on. Almost like it lingers.
It's getting a little uncomfortable on the boat with just Bishop for a while. But their journey reward is tokens. So all 3 of these tokens, each 3 of them gets a token. If all 3 of these tokens are played together, they count as a vote. If 2 are played together, it's to steal a vote. And if we get to the part where there's only one person left with 1 token, then it's an immunity.
Which Rook would have a cutaway talking about how he's running this game because he has a chance at 2 immunity idols already. And it's like day 4, day 5, something like that. Rook would be feeling pretty comfortable in the game. I don't think he might tell people about this potential idol because he knows he has a backup. I think everybody here is probably upfront about what they got. I don't think anybody tries to hide it.
I don't see them agreeing to lie about what happened on the island. I think they wouldn't want to be.
I think they're fine being upfront about it.
Everybody knows about these tokens. It's something that could be used one day. And then we have to roll for injuries and random event. 1 second. We do that.
I know. Are you crying?
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, I rolled a. Somebody got injured.
Oh no! How bad is it?
It is okay. That's funny. How many contestants do we have left? We have 14.
No, we have 3.
16. When Chrono arrives back to camp,
Oh!
Chrono is like, "Hey guys, what's going on? I went on a journey and he got stung by a bee."
Oh no!
Maybe he stepped on a sea urchin.
It doesn't. It's not an evac. It's not a poisonous, but it is swelling. I like that idea better. So he now has a swollen foot from stepping on a sea urchin.
Poor guy.
We'll have to factor that into future challenges. And then on top of that, that was all that happened with injuries.
Poor Chrono.
So we've got tribal. It's Yasawa again.
No.
I get it.
I'm supposed a tough one.
This one's.
Rook does have an immunity idol, but I think if he can convince people that the journey token is a group idol if they work together post-merge, they'd want to keep him around for the chance to get something to use together. I think he could convince people of that. Because I feel like if he's like, look, this is what I got, read the paper, here it is, what happened with Amanda with being honest, I think people would be like, oh, awesome, You're good.
Shifty could vouch for it. Chrono's probably in a lot of pain and can't vouch for it, but will tomorrow.
They can't talk to them right now, though.
That's true. Oh yeah, they can't talk to them. Different islands. So I think that keeps Rook safe here.
I think Rook is safe. I
Um,
think Split is safe. I think it's up. I feel like it might be up to Amanda. I think she might be the one in the middle.
I'm going through who's here and who they'd be voting for.
I think Amanda would vote out Armor, or Elliot, or Split.
I'm sorry, I'd probably vote out Armor. But then it's hard because I feel like logistically we need the power, but also it's hard.
That's us leaning that Amanda would probably vote Armor, even if it's not the betterment of the tribe and challenges. I feel like she'd have a tough time voting for Split or Elliot.
Well, yeah, I think it goes that way across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't see anyone. I don't see Split being. I'm going to vote for Amanda, and then same for Elliot. So, I think this is where we'd say goodbye to Armor.
This FC's racist.
We don't have the 2 tribes until 14.
So this is the last one. That there'll be 3 teams, potentially 3 teams of 5. Right now, it's going to be 4 people participate in this upcoming challenge.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so excited for what comes after that, though. We have so 3 teams of 4.
So 4 people will be participating, where they start in the ocean, swim to the thing, climb up a ladder, grab a club, jump up, and smack a thing that drops like a ball.
Mm-hmm.
They get the ball and then swim to another platform, walk across a balance beam about 10 feet, and then jump back in the water, swim to the end, and then their whole team has to do that. Then they shoot a ball into the hoops. Elliot, are you the best swimmer in the world?
That
How's
is
your
true.
swimming?
I am very good at swimming.
Elliot's very good at swimming, I've heard. And this is mostly swimming.
I'd be good at that.
I've heard... Hold on. I've heard Elliot is good at swimming.
Very good.
I noticed.
Oh, wait. Very good. So I think Chrono sits out of this one because of his foot. His tootsies are hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Taka's a good swimmer.
Mm-hmm.
I think since Dino and Brave already sat out, it's going to have to be 2 other... I think Suzu is okay sitting out on this one because it's a mostly swimming one.
Talked about she can't swim.
He said Dave's having an ego, so he probably wouldn't want to sit out. So it'd be between Bear and Shifty.
I could see Shifty sitting out.
Shifty and Suzu on the bench.
So
I think this does nerf Bakanaku. Would they want Shifty for the basketball part, though?
Oh, we forgot about that part. For some reason, I think it was.
Maybe Bear sits out.
I was thinking it was just throwing. I forgot that it was basically basketball. So I think Bear's good sitting out for this one. It's Dino.
I think Amanda, Split, Elliot, Rook are all good swimmers.
Mm-hmm.
Chrono sits out, so you got Bomi, Hashitaka, Baron. I assume all decent swimmers.
I don't see any issue there, from what I know. So they're being decent swimmer, and I think everybody having one person who's really good at swimming should be good. Anybody who's like really good at swimming on Vakanaku?
On Vakanaku?
Bray swims like 40 miles a day.
40? But is she good at it, or is she shitty about it?
Oh, she's flailing. It's crazy. I don't know why she does it.
I don't know.
Okay,
I know Taka competitively swam in high school, so I think Taka would be a really good swimmer for Balalele.
I just found out on Twitter that Bray apparently swims a lot.
50 miles an hour.
2 miles an hour. So everybody's got a good swimmer.
I don't know if I believe Bishop. The water over there is toxic. I don't think they swim in Ohio.
The water's poison. We can't.
So Bray's never swam before.
And the river's flooding right now, though. So
Oh, toxic water. Let's see. So, just running through the challenge real quick. I don't know if anybody here... How is Bray actually at swimming? Tradice, Benjamin Pergamon?
I'm sorry.
How's Bray actually at swimming?
I don't know. Probably not great.
So they're probably going to be last through that part then. Akanaku. Because I think everybody else is a decent to strong swimmer. In terms of the basketball thing, Shifty's probably going to be the best at it. But it's not really that difficult. I think Baron being tall helps a lot. Because you have better angle at it. Because it's not like these are basketball goals 10 feet up floating in the water.
Yeah, these are big hoops too.
They're not exactly. It's not exactly super difficult. I think with Taka fielding the rebounds in the water and Baron shooting, I feel like they absolutely crush it. They probably finish first.
I'd agree there, because I'm looking at the other teams. I don't see anybody else having that kind of synergy in the water. So is this... Would you agree that I'd say Valalai gets first, Yasawa gets second?
I think it's close between Yasawa and Bakanaku. I think Bakanaku makes a hell of a comeback. But I think Yasawa probably just is too far ahead with the swimming portion.
Damn, you guys came in first. That means that that'll be really good for Valhalla. We put that whoever wins this challenge gets hammocks.
Bowman,
Yeah.
that Bowman changed everything. Since they knew hammocks were on the line,
Yeah.
Bowman uses her Michael Jordan powers from Space Jam and stretches her arm to drop the balls in.
Absolutely. That's a team that would love hammocks. That's Bomi, that's Taka, that's Chrono with his sea urchin foot. They would love
Hashi,
hammocks.
known a hammock hater.
Yeah, Hashi does not like hammocks, but that's
She hates them. Elliott's really upset he didn't get a hammock. But he swam his ass off for that hammock.
You're on
He
mute,
said, I'm
Bomi.
tired of
Say
being
something.
sore, laying on the ground. I want a damn hammock. And he didn't get it. So he's a little frustrated, but he competed very well. No Betty, hammocks. That's the life. Bomi's now thinking maybe I can last to merge. It's not so bad. I'm hungry, but it's comfy.
No random event, no injuries. So we're just
That's
here.
good.
We're at Tribal Council. Let's get through this. This is Vakanaku's first Tribal Council.
So, I think fair gamers. I think Shifty's also a low-key gamer. You said Dave's been braggadocious.
Dave has been braggadocious lately.
I feel like a Dave split alliance. It's a little scary.
I don't know, but Bear is besties with Dave. I don't think he'd vote against him.
Bear is besties with Dave, but this could be a good time to take a shot. I don't think Suzu's against floating the idea. Just to talk it over.
Do I have any alliances?
Yeah, Hashi and Taka.
Oh, good.
But you hate Chrono. You hate him.
I would never.
So is this? Do you think?
I
Suzu-
think-
Go ahead.
I think Suzu could talk it over with Shifty and be like, look, we don't have a lot of challenges left before something happens. Because there usually is swaps. They don't know the kind of swap that's coming. I could see Suzu and Shifty looking down the line and be like, look, Dave's going to be tough. He's going to be good at individual challenges. He's going to group up with Split.
They are gamers.
This could be a chance to shake up the game. And if Bear and Dave are targeting one of Bear's rivals, Dino or Bray, which I think they would be, I think they could convince one or both of them to maybe swap over and vote out Dave.
They could convince Bray. I feel like that they could do that. Actually, I feel like they could even convince Bear just as an agent of chaos. I like this sort of logic here because it's definitely Suzu being a gamer, conspiring with the other gamer, thinking ahead. What's to come? I could see this. And in a crazy turn of events, but this is gonna be things. This is something the tribe will remember about Suzu, that she had this plan. They did go along with it, but they will remember that Suzu did make this plan.
I think this will be a big feather in Suzu's cap for probably what will end up being the biggest pre-merge play. Because I do think Suzu and Shifty would probably conspire and be like, it's not actually a bad idea. Because we're the best tribe. We're winning everything. So we'll have more people than everybody else. We still get to sit somebody out, so we're not too worried.
You got someone that's musical in case there's another musical challenge. You've got people that are still pretty physically fit.
I feel like if someone's going to take out a big contender for it, it would be this tribe. And I think Suzu would be the one to start it.
I agree. All right, that's it. Does Dave have any final words?
He plugs his YouTube channel.
Oh, well, that's allowed.
And he gets his saxophone from Bishop Probst, and he gets to play his own outro.
And they haven't done the advertisement for Tito's yet, right?
No, that's going to be at the merge.
So we do have a little bit of a merge now.
We have a tribe swap.
Tribe swap.
So, this is at, what are we at, 14? We're at 14. So, I think we need to RNG this, where maybe a coin or something for each person to see which tribe they're on until we get a team of 7. Or, I don't know how to do it to make it most fair.
What we could do is,
We could roll a thing that's even odd. If they get even, like put onto 14. If it's even, then they're on one, odd on another, and we just get rid of each number as it goes.
could do that. Because I think the easiest thing is there's only one person eliminated from Valhalla and Vakanaku. So we could just do 2 people from Yasawa and then 2 people from...
That's not how it goes.
How it
They
goes,
completely randomize it.
Randomize it.
Here, I'll keep track of a number. We'll just go down the list. Here, I'll random number generator real quick. We'll do odds on... We don't have tribe names for these two.
No, we don't.
I'm just going to put red and blue for now. Red will be odds, blue will be evens. Bomi is on red. Who's next? Hashi's also on red. Hold on. Taka is on blue. I'm just putting down the numbers. Baron is on blue. And this is going to be pretty even. Sometimes it's like the same tribe plus one person, and it's horrible for that one person. And then Chrono is odd. So that was a 3-2 split. That's pretty lucky. Next, Chrono's red. And Rook is also red. Amanda is red. Damn, split is red. Elliot's in trouble.
Oh no.
What are we up to on that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on red already to 2 on blue.
So we've got.
Oh man, Elliot is on red. I think. Wait, no, 7 is already taken. Take that back. 5 is taken. 14. Nope, Elliot's on blue. And then Dino is the last member of red. So Dino's the one in trouble. And then Shifty, Bear, Suzu, and Bray are all blue.
Let's see. We didn't find tribe names for these. Let me get these sorted.
Blue is Karakarawa. So we could just do that. It's
So-
generic, but it sounds fine.
So what's blue again?
Karawa. So Kara. And then red was Damu. Damu. Twice.
Split Dino.
So I think we're at your special request.
Schmergen Brawl. So Schmergen Brawl is basically rugby meets basketball in a field of mud. Co-ed to be just great.
So Bomi could get decked by like Bear. Or vice versa.
It's very possible. I'm gonna look at this with a realistic lens to see who would be actual physical
So I
threat.
looked at it. That's what I was looking at while you were getting it all down. I don't think it's as one-sided as I initially thought it was going to be, but I think blue team has it for
Yeah.
Schmergen Brawl.
I think Damu's got the drive, definitely, but God, I just like this idea of. I feel like Damu's got like Bomi, Hashi, and Amanda, Dino. They're like, we're ready to do this, but the first moment somebody actually gets injured, oh shit, I don't know about that.
The moment Suzu absolutely destroys Dino into a pole on the side. And Suzu's like, oh my god, Dino's, you just fucking hit my face against a pole. And Suzu's like, I'm sorry. And Dino's like, you hit me.
Yeah.
And then Suzu's like, fine, I'm not sorry. And cranks up the intensity.
I think you have Bear, who's also determined to win.
You got Shifty, you got Baron, you got Taka hip checks me all the time.
You've got a team that craves violence. Bray's over there.
Elliot found a sharp stick and he's sitting in the corners threatening to stab people.
I think if we go by who craves violence more, not to say that there aren't people who crave violence on Damu, but it is stronger on Karakarawa. So blue. I think it's gotta have to go to blue here. Gosh. I'm glad. I can't believe that was a real challenge. But
crazy. So many people got hurt. Speaking of,
the winner gets extra food for camp and immunity, obviously.
you gotta roll for increased chance of injury.
Oh, I do. You're right. Let's see. We do have an injury.
Oh.
We do have an
Which tribe?
injury. I feel like it's only fair that it would be somebody on Damu.
I hope it's not Chrono again.
Let me keep looking, because that's a bit.
Are you looking at the injuries that happened? I think somebody blew out their knee. I think someone got an infection. I think somebody just got their face smushed, so it hurt their nose pretty bad.
God, I'm not happy. Well, this is hilarious, but also what a way to go. In Schmergen Brawl, Amanda literally broke a leg and is requiring evacuation.
Oh no.
So
It's in the chat, gang.
Bomi was probably so happy to have Amanda on the tribe too.
Amanda's been evac. That doesn't mean
There is no tribal. They have to just be sad. But at least some white people are finally getting eliminated, right, guys?
They're really getting their comeuppance. God.
Can't believe she broke her. Who broke her leg? Suzu? Bear? Baron? Elliot, maybe? I think we should roll to see who broke her leg.
No, that's what I did. It was Baron.
No.
Baron complete. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I did not. That was not supposed to happen. So that's some guilt on Baron's conscience. I'll make sure to write that down for the jury of peers later.
I think Dino has a cutaway, knowing that she probably would have been the easy vote here. Having nobody else on her tribe, somebody out there is looking out for me.
God. It is true, because looking at this, let's see what got voted.
I do think we should roll for idols, though.
Let me do that.
Poor Amanda. Gave Baron a bank of vote. Didn't even matter. Oh, wait. I completely forgot about Suzu's bank of vote. Do you think she would have used it while convincing everybody to vote Dave?
I was wondering about that. I was thinking, knowing Suzu, you'd want to cash that out immediately.
I feel like she gets least Shifty, Dino, and Bray to vote out Dave. And cashes in the bank of vote because she told her tribe that she didn't have a vote. So now she's got a bank of vote. That's realized.
And that's not we were talking about that's not announced, but the tribe will notice that there was one less vote, right?
Yeah, they'll see that there's only 5 votes at that tribal.
Mhm.
And I think Baron probably did it during the Fetty vote because it was so obvious.
Yeah, Baron would be
But-
smart to use that.
But I do think Baron probably told his tribe, or at least somebody, that he's got a bank a vote. Maybe he talked to Chrono about it when they were shit-talking Fetty before he left.
Someone did find an immunity or idol.
I hope it's Rook again. Give that guy 3 idols.
It's Shifty.
Shifty. I think Shifty could be sly about it.
What do you think he'd tell anybody?
I think he might tell Suzu. Since they worked together to get rid of Dave,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're probably in cahoots. Wait, they're from the same tribe, right? Yeah. I think he probably lets Suzu know so then, hey, we got increased power here. We're good.
I want to make sure I put them in the same color. That way we know they have a little bit of an alliance going on.
I think when you make a big move like getting rid of the celebrity guest Dave Pollock, that you're at least bonded for a while.
That was the shot heard around the world. So.
But was pissed, and by default that means Elliot's pissed.
They were looking
I
forward
do
to that.
secretly cry myself to sleep that night since I am no longer. Amanda is no longer here, but I can't let other people see it, so that's why I secretly cry myself to sleep.
Which is very weird because there's a huge cry session from Bomi about Amanda leaving.
Well, they're not on the same beach.
Oh, you're right. Since I had Elliot on the other team. Good on you. Cool. It's going fast now. So we're already at 13 contestants. Just one's
Gross food challenge. How are these people eating gross food?
Well, so does somebody on blue team have to sit out?
Yes. Whoever's not good at eating gross food. Maybe Elliot would sit out since he's the only one on the tribe with a specific diet. I guess they have to eat like a cow tongue or something.
So I'm thinking. I could see it because I think we know Shifty's not an adventurous eater, right?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Maybe I'm imagining things.
Chrono's not either. It sucks that Amanda got knocked out. I feel like Amanda would be good at this.
Definitely.
I feel like Bomi and Amanda could carry this.
And that's what it is, though. It was actually Bomi and Amanda. They'd be too strong on the team.
It was Destiny coming in.
So I would say that's Elliot setting out for the gross food challenge on this team.
I think Taka has just out of pure determination could do it pretty well.
Agreed.
I feel like all the foodie people would be pretty good at it. Then obviously people like Bear and Suzu, they could eat a million of anything, unless it's super hot ramen.
I think they could just turn their brain off and they'd be okay.
I also feel like the other tribe would be decent at it too, but maybe not to the same degree.
Mm-hmm. So it just comes down to like, I feel like the only ones I'm unsure of are Shifty and Bray. And then on the other team, we know that Chrono's a picky eater. Because he doesn't even like food, so.
Obviously Bomi's a champ.
Yeah, Bomi's a champ.
I think Hashi would be a champ.
Hashi would be a champ.
I think Hashi, like Taka, would just be like pure determination, just get through it real fast.
I think, since I don't really see anybody being a liability on.
I think what it would be is we should randomly match them up against each other and see who wins more rounds. Because is it 6 people? Yeah, it's 6. I think unless it's a tie, then we can go with who we think would be better overall. But I think it'd be like, what were you gonna say? You think what were you gonna say?
So I was gonna say, red team has some people that would actively be bad at this challenge, while blue has some people that maybe wouldn't excel, but they wouldn't actively be bad at it. So I was just going by pure numbers there, which is that I think blue would win.
I think so too. And after thinking about it with like the 1v1s directly, I think they choose. It's not random. So people could be like, hey, are you good for this one? So they could try to find like softball for the people who might be weaker on their team and then just crush the other ones.
Mm-hmm. So it'd be like something like the Dynasty Egg, Cow Tongue, something like that.
Usually would be like that shit.
So this one goes to blue team.
I do think this means that Red Tribe, Damu will be going back to...
Tribal.
You want to roll for idols? There's only one left, and it'd be the red side. They're the only ones that have a chance at it.
No one found an idol. And then...
PB8. I don't remember... So the original tribes...
No injuries or random events.
That's good. I think with the original tribes, people probably want to keep their numbers a bit at this point.
We can look at the promo, the whiteboard for original tribes.
I think... Let's see, so we got Bomi, Hashi, Chrono are probably a voting block. Then we have Rook Split, and then Dino. I think Dino's just odd man out, unless Rook and Split would get with Dino to try to do something against Bomi, Hashi, Chrono. But I think Rook and Split, with half their tribe being gone, would probably want to conserve numbers as best they can and not risk it. And I don't think Bomi, Hashi, Chrono would...
To be fair, I feel like Rook would be like, let's get Dino out.
Probably. I don't think Bomi Chrono would probably be like, let's get rid of Split or Rook and completely destroy their tribe. I think it'd be more like, let's weaken the other tribe and then we'll have the most people.
Because I think Dino, they wouldn't. Actually, looking here, never mind. We're good. So that would mean Dino is voted out. Any last words for Dino?
Fuck y'all.
Fair.
I don't know what Dino's last words would be. Sorry, Binky. Mama couldn't bring her bread.
Oh, speaking of the bread, I did learn about the Sia money. Is our season gonna have the Sia money?
I'll be for the favorite contestant for Sia. We can do the Sia money.
I like the idea.
Should we have a different celebrity instead of Sia though?
Somebody can afford the Sia money.
Who's the FC been simping? Sabrina Carpenter money?
Sabrina Carpenter money is really good. I think everybody's been on the Sabrina Carpenter kick.
I simp for her. I get it.
So we get the Sabrina Carpenter money.
Whoever is Sabrina Carpenter's favorite.
Hey, please.
That works out. Cool. So I'm glad we agreed on that. So 12 contestants, 2 teams of 6. So that means, well, 2 actually?
2 teams of 5. 2 people have to sit out.
Wow.
They got unlucky. With the challenges that came, I think the tribes are relatively okay. I just think with the challenges that showed up, it fucked them over. Because I think the left tribe would have been really good if they had like a puzzle thing for the big teams, but they just don't really do puzzles at that point.
No. It's later. So we've got 2 teams of 5. There's a giant wipeout ball half buried in the sand. This ball must be pushed through a course by the team. And at the end of the course, there's a wall where the ball is used as a stepping stone to get to a ledge where a moderate puzzle is solved. We were just talking about how one team's better for puzzles.
I do think Damu Damu is better for puzzles.
It should be the whole team at this point.
It'd be their whole team. It'd be Bomi, Chrono, Rook, Split. So they have to sit out 2 people on the right tribe, on the Karakarawa tribe. Elliot cannot be sat out.
Elliot cannot be. Elliot has to participate. If I'm voting for Karakarawa, I'm realizing Damu doesn't have a physical tour de force on their team. So I would say they're going to make sure that Baron, Shifty, Suzu, and Bear are there.
And sit out.
Yeah, sit out Taka and Bray, I'd say.
I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that gives them a big advantage in the physical part. But with Split, honestly, the entire team on Damu Damu being pretty decent at puzzles, I think they will breeze through that if they can catch up. I do think they will have a very tough time getting up the wall.
True.
On top of the ball.
Oh, because Chrono's participating. He has a sea urchin foot. It's a little bit better now. So who are they sending up there to solve the puzzle? Split and Chrono.
Probably Split and Chrono, but they all have to participate throughout the whole thing. Luckily, it's not really about speed. It's just about pushing a ball. And not the fast thing is digging it out, which I do think a tribe that has Baron, Elliot, Shifty, Bear, Suzu, I think they will dig it out faster.
Right.
They'll probably push it to the end quicker. Ultimately, digging sand, it's not like strength really matters that much for it. It's mostly just about endurance. I don't think you'd get a massive lead from it, because unless you have an absolute hulking behemoth of a person, you still have to basically dig it out. Unless you have like somebody who's the size of an NFL player who can just lift it when you get it half out.
Hands, yeah.
Huge, masculine, firm hands. So I think they would get out to a lead, but nothing like crazy. I think by the time they get to the wall, maybe 45-second to a minute lead. Nothing like insurmountable. Because this is a moderately difficult puzzle.
Right, it's one where that matters.
I think the difficult part for Damu would be getting up the wall.
Because, well, one of them does have a foot that hurts a little bit. Not terrible, but hurts a little bit. Right
I think they probably put Chrono up first, just to make it, or maybe second. Maybe they put, I don't know, somebody like Hashi first. So she can help lend a hand down to help people like Chrono and stuff. I'm not sure who would be last for them. Because I feel like Rook would be the strongest. But I feel like it would also be hardest for Rook to get up by himself. Because the last person has to be able to get a good bit of momentum to run up it. A little bit. And people have to grab their hands, pull them. So it might be better for them. That's tough, actually. That's a tough one.
I'm thinking maybe they would get. Here's my thought process. If I was trying to make Damu Damu win, I would get Chrono up there first, so he can go ahead and get started on whatever the puzzle is.
You can't start the puzzle till.
Everybody's up there. Oh, that's part of it. Then never mind.
That's the thing that I think is tough because I think they would crush the puzzle,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it would take them so much longer to get up that. So Elliot likes puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to puzz. He talks about it all the time.
I've heard the legend. I've heard the tales.
I don't know how much everybody else on that tribe likes to puzz. Do we think with a moderately difficult puzzle that there'd be enough time for Damu to catch up and pass them during just the puzzle? Let's say there's a 2-minute lead.
I do if it's a whole team. And this is a puzzle which needs a lot of minds on it, which I'm assuming it does. I do think they could catch up because I think Blue Team has gamers and then one person that likes puzzles. But there's a difference between how well can you solve a puzzle and how good can you game the system. With it not being as physically, now that I've talked myself off the wall of it being a very physically intensive challenge, because at first I was like, Blue Team's got it, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think you've got a lot of people that can do that puzzle really well on Red. I think Red.
Right. Well, never
What do you
mind.
think, Bomi? No, say it.
So I still think, even though I want my team to win, I still think it would be blue. Because even though I really don't think it would take all of our team that long to get over the wall, I really don't. Because even though we aren't as athletic and as agile as the blue team, I don't think it would take that long. But the thing is, between that time where they're already up, we do have a lot of puzzlers and smart people on our team. But you're also forgetting, even though they don't talk about it, Bear and Suzu are very smart.
It's not really about smart, though.
But I feel like they have cool logic to...
Well, it's not a logic puzzle.
Oh, what is it?
It's just like a fit shapes together type puzzle. It's not really. It's not a logic type puzzle. It's like a imagine like building a model, like a 3D puzzle that has odd shapes that fit together in certain ways.
A really complicated Lego. Which of these teams could build a better, really complicated Lego better? It'd be the red team. Because there is a difference between being smart and being good at puzzles. You do have weirdos like Bobby who are smart and good at puzzles, but there is a difference between those two. So I think
by intelligence and mind are different stats.
Exactly. So I think red team would have it here, which I think would cause a little bit of an upset in the blue team personally. They'd be like, I thought we had this in the bag. I wasn't expecting to lose there.
Elliot, is that true? Is that how the blue team would feel?
Because I really like puzzles and I'd be sad.
Elliot's sad now.
And if I'm looking at it, I think this is the problem I thought that Nakanaki was going to have, which is that I'll talk about something else. I don't know if there's really a leader, so to say. I think that blue team might be like a everybody for themselves too early sort of vibe. I'm saying I could be wrong there, but I think where we've got people like Bomi, you've got Chrono, and Split, we'd have more like minded team in red, where blue might already be out for themselves. In fact, we already know that they are because we've got the Suzu Shifty Alliance, we've got Suzu in general, we've got Bear and Bray. We got Taka and Baron just trying to enjoy themselves over there along with Elliot. But I do think that might be a little bit of an alliance for Taka, Baron, and Elliot.
So here's the thing I think that's interesting about that. If we just go ahead and presume that Karakawa has to go to tribal, so Elliot's all by his lonesome. He's a scared little man.
Oh no.
But what's the point in knocking out Elliot right now when frickin' Valalela has 5 people left?
Yeah.
They have 5 people right before what's probably... They know the merge is coming, because there are, 12 people right now?
They only lost somebody through a targeted attack. Also because of the challenge, but whatever.
Well, so they have 5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're about to be at the final 11. That would put them at a huge advantage if they knocked out Elliot or one of their own right now. And it's just straight up Vakanaku's choice, because they have 4 members on this tribe. They just decide who goes. And I think they choose Taka or Baron. I don't think they bother with Elliot because there's only 3 people on that tribe. And they know that if they vote Elliot, then Rook and Split will probably join Valalele and just crush through Vakanaku once they're at the merge.
Do we think Baron is aware of this and would try to use his bank to vote?
I think it would be obvious. I feel like he probably would try to do something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Elliot would exactly be keeping secrets. I think Elliot would probably be like, hey, look, it's going to be one of you guys. Just letting you, because he's going to have to vote with the mass. It's the only way that Elliot could survive, because if you try to be like, no, I don't do that, then they're all just going to turn on him and he's out of here. So I think Elliot probably is fine going with the big group, because then he gets to be reunited with his split.
And then I don't think, even with Baron being aware of his banked vote, aware that he was getting voted for, I don't think his banked vote could counteract it. I think it'd still be.
Well, there's an overplay here. So they know that idols are around. It's possible that Bear and Bray may be like, what if one of them has an idol? What if we should split the vote? Shifty obviously has the idol here, but they could have an idol from a different beach. So they could potentially split the vote. I don't know if they do. I don't know if Shifty and Suzu care that much about splitting the vote. I don't think they would, because it'd be too risky with Elliot being in the middle. So they probably do throw it all on one person, whether it be Taka or Baron. I like that Baron has broke Amanda's leg.
These are racked with guild. She got evac over that.
So Baron does have a bank of vote. Suzu knows that Baron has a bank of vote. So Suzu could either, I think, would she want to get rid of Baron? Or be like, we'll spare you, but you give me your banked vote. Because it is a piece of paper you can give to somebody once you bank it. She could try to play hardball like that.
I could see that. So hold on, let me think. So if this is everyone against Baron.
Or Taka. Baron and Taka.
Well, I thought Taka would vote. I don't know. Taka. So if I look at it this way, all of the members of Vakanaku, let's just say by default, are going to vote Baron.
Or, just as an example.
So that's Shifty, Bear, Suzu, Bray. That's 4 for Baron. Now, if I do the numbers, there's no way. There's no way for that to be overpowered.
I think no matter what, Elliot's going to vote with the masses just because it's the easiest way to get through the vote. I don't think anybody has an issue with that. I think it just depends on who they want to vote for between Taka or Baron. Suzu and Baron both know that each of them have a banked vote. It could be up to Baron to decide to announce that. Whether it's, if you're going to target me, I'm going to blow up your spot. I'm going to let people know. So I think there's a little bit of a play there between the two.
And Baron could do that. He was exhausted by Fetty. He broke Amanda's leg. So he could be at the point of, I need to win. Wife was voted out first. I need to win at this point because this is going to be all for nothing.
I think Bear might go to bat for Baron, though. Be like, if we got to get rid of one. Because Bear does have a crush on Baron.
Does that mean Taka's voted out?
It might be. I feel like they might want to try to, like, I don't know.
This one's tough.
It's definitely a tough vote. I think it might be Taka, but I think Taka might play their shot in the dark.
I can do that. We can try. I think Taka could read the room enough to know that they're being voted out.
I think Elliot would just straight up tell Taka.
Elliot's a good messenger here. And I think Taka knows Survivor. Taka watches Survivor, right? Taka would know about a shot in the dark. So I can roll and see. And if for some reason I roll, I guess, a 6 on a 6-sided die, we can see. Let's find out. No.
How close was it?
It's a 3.
Damn, Taka.
Travis spoken.
For anyone who doesn't know what shot in the dark is, I'm screaming some people on Twitter don't know what it is. That's where, if you know you're getting voted out, you can use a one-time thing called shot in the dark that can save you from being voted, but it's a 1 in 6 chance to save yourself from being voted out.
So I think Baron probably keeps his bank of vote, and it's probably public knowledge that both Suzu and Baron have bank of votes. I think at this point everybody would know.
Nobody knows Shifty has an immunity.
No, or Rook.
Yeah, or Rook. And
The Raiders are dangerous right now. If there's an all Raiders alliance, watch out.
Shit. We might be seeing that, but let's find out.
But will Bomi leave the Vibes group for the Raider alliance? Who knows?
I feel like, I don't know, I think that's probably the most difficult one we'll have, but we'll see.
But Bomi made it to merge.
Made it merge. So let me merge the team. So
That's the only thing I've been waiting for.
I think I didn't roll for events or injuries, did I? I did while we were doing the challenge and nothing came up. Never mind.
So we are at the merge feast.
This year.
They're mean this year. This would be 11 contestants left. Right, their rewards. So there'd be a merge feast with an increased chance of finding an idol for some, or a clue for somebody to maybe find the last idol. So do we want to roll just RNG? I think this is when somebody who would be more likely to go for a bunch of different things at the merge feast with somebody who's a little bit more active, either grabbing different foods, different drinks.
Dangerous.
Just not somebody who's just chilling in one spot. Might be moving around to talk to different people, or reaching over the table to grab stuff. Have their hands in a lot of pots. I think that person would have an increased chance of finding a clue. Elliot, how do you feel about making merge?
I feel good. It's nice to see Split again.
Do you run towards
Yeah.
Split, tears flowing through your eyes?
Yeah, I jump in her arms. Unfortunately, it does mean that everyone now knows that we have an alliance, but
Such a secret.
Yeah,
In
no,
your
it wouldn't
sleep,
be a
you were
secret.
just stumbling.
But I don't know.
I think the only couple that's 100% intact is Hashi Bear.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think that's also the couple that's most likely to turn on each other in this competition.
Bear mentioned several times he would vote for Hashi. So I'm looking here. If I'm basing on people that are moving around,
Mhm.
the person I got was Bomi.
Bummy found a clue for the idol.
Clue for the idol. So when I roll for an idol, which I'll do I guess I can go and do that right now. For an idol in random events, I'll give an.
I think that'd be fine because this one would most likely be at their campsite.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the new campsite is, we also need a new merge tribe name. But I think this would be a good one for Bomi because it would most likely be buried somewhere or hidden somewhere in their campsite where people generally are.
Mm-hmm.
So she'd have to try to be smooth about it or get help to get it.
Right.
Or it'd be like, I need you to distract people so I can grab this real quick, or vice versa.
So here's what I'm
Because
thinking.
generally, one you get a tip for, you're not gonna find because it's like super well hidden. So, what are you thinking?
So I'm thinking Bomi does find the idol, but someone would see her finding it. Or if I'm going by that logic, it's Bear. Oh my god, it's Bear. Bear's gonna tell everybody.
Oh.
There's no. I was like, some people would be cool. Some people that could be. I don't see Bear. Personally, I don't see Bear trying to strategize around this or like using I have dirt on you. I think Bear would just be like, Bomi's got an idol. I saw her.
if she finds it,
And then knowing that Bomi's a bad liar, I don't think she could pull off saying, no, I don't. Like.
So Bomi's got an idol, but
Bomi'd be
no.
like, but you're crazy. What? No.
Well, then I think if Bear does that,
Mm-hmm.
I think that blows up any chance they have of being an alliance.
That's true, and that's all 3 immunity idols. They're found. Only one of them.
Mhm.
Let me put it. There's everyone knows for Bomi. Everybody knows
Mhm.
that she has one. Nobody knows about Rooks. Nobody knows about Shifties. All 3 holders of the Journey token still have them.
Who's that again?
Shifty, Chrono, and Rook. The only people
Okay.
not in alliance right now doesn't mean that there aren't people that don't like them. The only people not in alliance right now are Bear and Bray. That's what we got. Anyway, moving on. This challenge is really simple. They're getting real simple now.
Oh, they're gonna be super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Log thing. This is where it's mostly drama stuff. Climb up a log. What do we think could climb up a log and hold it for the longest? Let's pick your top 3. I'll do the same.
Yeah, this is easy without teams. Let's see.
I think Bear would be up there. I think Shifty would be up there. I'm not sure about my third. Maybe Split or Hashi. That'd be my top 4. Because Baron's a pretty big guy, so I think that'd be pretty tough.
This has been working out. So mine was Baron, Suzu, and Hashi. Or actually not Hashi, Split, just because I know Split does yoga.
Mhm.
Yoga's a lot of endurance.
Split is also all legs, and this is a thing that would benefit you to have long legs.
So Baron would be there. I do think, given the fact that Baron is on the Vengeance storyline, I don't know. No, those are all pretty determined people at this point.
I think Split could do it. Because a lot of what this one has to do is the amount of weight you're holding up. Basically, the leverage of it. It's usually people who are, I don't want to just say athletic. I want to say more flexible.
And also with that challenge, not holding up upper body. So if you are mostly legs, I could see Split winning this. I agree with Split winning.
I feel like if Dino was still around, she'd be a good competitor for it since she likes to rock climb and stuff as well. And she's pretty small, so it'd be holding up nothing. If Elliot had normal people joints, he'd be great at this. But
I was like, Elliot can just get up there and just power off. Just
basically.
go into sleep mode.
But I feel like halfway through, he'd be like, no.
Yeah.
This is going to be very bad if I do this.
something will seize up and I just fall dead.
Yeah.
He just locks up there and is like, cool, I won. I can't get down. Also, I need to go to a hospital.
So, Split wins that one. Split wins immune.
So
I don't think
we'll,
Split had a target on her anyway.
She did not, so this is a relatively uneventful immunity.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a big one for Bomi to try to get so she wouldn't have to blow her idol. Since I think Bear blew up her spot, she might be inclined to just use the idol ASAP. to get the target off her back because people will target an idol. Obviously, her allies won't.
She does have a lot of allies. She has Hashi, Split, and Elliot.
I feel like it's just safer for her to use the idol on either herself or who she thinks might be a target. Which also at the same time, Bomi having an idol would make people scared to vote her because they'd be afraid of it bouncing back.
Right, because that means if one person votes for somebody else.
So hold on, let's see. Taco's out.
If I wonder, no, Bomi's too nice. She wouldn't do that. I was thinking, is this where Bomi is go ahead and vote for me? Whatever, I'll use my idol, and then that's when Bomi is like, but secretly I'm gonna vote for Bear.
Might.
Bear is a safe person to go after. Like I said, Bear doesn't have an alliance right now, actually.
So I think the big thing is you have 4 people on one side of Bomi, Bear, and Hashi Chrono who are a tribe, and then Bakanaku with Shifty, Bear, Suzu, Bray. Then you have 3 people in the middle, Rook, Split, Elliot. I could see the 4 tribes trying to knock down another 4. So then they'll have the most people. Split obviously has immunity. She can't be a target. At this point, people want to knock out people who are threats in the game, known idols, known advantages, or people who might be future challenge beasts. So people who are athletic, that they don't want to constantly have immunity.
Is that going to be... So do you think they're going... Well, they don't know anybody who has immunity except for Bomi, so I'm wondering, does that mean everybody's going to vote for Baron?
It could be Baron, it could be Shifty, it could be like Bear, Suzu. I feel like those could be people they target. Potentially Rook as well, depending on what the immunity challenges are. Because they don't know. With Rook's group is gone. Because he wasn't really part of the Split Elliot alliance. I could see him joining the gamers, like basically raiders like Shifty, Rook, and Suzu.
And then I did realize this when I saw their names next to each other. Not Bear and Bray. Absolutely not Bear and Bray. Bray
No,
and
they hate each
Bomi
other.
are besties.
They're besties for
yeah.
Estes?
They get along well. So I don't...
Well,
I would say Bear...
in that case, I think Bear doing that to Bomi, plus Bray being around, might mean Bear has a pretty big target on his back.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the vote does go to Shifty, but there's enough
To
votes...
Shifty?
Because they know that he has... Wait, they don't know he has an immunity idol.
No.
Never mind. I don't know why I thought everybody knew he had immunity.
I think it would be a contested vote, where I think Split and Elliot probably join, for simplicity, roughly the Valalay, whatever, tribe, while Rook probably joins, like, the Vakanaku vote. And it could come down to... I could see Bear wanted to work with Baron, but
He does have a big
at the
crush
same
on him.
time, because he's got a big crush on him. He's trying to be the new Boston Rob and Amber. Got married and had kids after their season of Survivor.
Oh, cute.
What Bear wants. Marry and have kids with Baron. You can see that trying to happen, but also Bear kind of put a big target on his back with calling out Bomi. And I think Bray would separate from Vakanaku.
Yeah.
Join Bomi's side. Chance Baron and Chrono swap over to the other side, but I don't think it's as big of a chance.
But so it's becoming men versus women right now.
You shouldn't call Suzu a man. That's...
Well, aside from Suzu.
Yeah.
I don't really think Baron and Chrono... It's just that Bear and Chrono are pretty
Elliot.
close. Baron...
Let's say though, I know this from watching Fantasy Survivor. The whole like do an all gender alliance that never lasts. They never work.
No, they never last. I think this is
Yeah.
mostly for one vote because Bear... I mean, the problem is, you got some gamers left, and Bray never really had an alliance on Vakanaku. I think it just makes sense Bray would go to Bomi, and Bray and Bear are obviously bitter rivals to the very end.
Right.
Yeah. Sense.
Yeah.
Split, I think, would be more divided, though, than just like Honda Bomi. Split's really close to Bear. But I don't think that means Split wouldn't vote for Bear.
Yeah. Already established. Bear and Hashi will vote for each other.
I don't think Hashi would want to vote for Bear. I think Bear would vote for Hashi. I don't know if Hashi would want to vote for Bear.
Yeah, I see that. So I think if I'm going,
I think Hashi would want to vote for Suzu.
True, we could do that.
I had a couple of like in my head of like the entire thing. Bear was one of the ones that I was gonna win this.
I feel like he's too chaotic.
I'm going through the list right now to see who would vote Bear. So if I'm thinking Bray, Bomi.
Because this could be a mess where the tribes don't even matter anymore.
Yeah.
If it was Bray, Bomi, voting for Bear, Suzu, Who do you think they would target on the original purple tribe?
Baron.
You think they'd target Baron?
Yeah, physical threat.
That's true. They would target a physical threat because he's in the way of them winning easier. Baron does have a bank of vote. Shifty, Suzu.
Might be one we have to run the numbers on.
Yeah. I don't know if Hashi would want to vote for Bear.
I don't think Hashi would vote for Bear. Hashi doesn't have any reason to vote for Bear thus far in the competition.
Bear did out Bomi's idol.
That was fucked up. I don't think it's enough to betray the fact that they are dating.
I think Hashi would wait to vote Bear.
Yeah.
I also think Bray and Bomi could wait on the vote for Bear. I think they could be like, we can get him later. We can get somebody else now. Like, they can't convince Hashi to vote Bear, or they can't convince Split and Elliot to vote Bear.
I think if they don't know, since they don't know about Shifty's immunity or Rook's immunity, I think with that in mind, it is get rid of the physical threat, which would be Baron.
Would they want to get... Do they really care that much about getting rid of a physical threat, though? Does that really affect their game? Like, are Bomi and Bray going into the end of Survivor being like, I need to get rid of these physical threats because they're in the way of me winning challenges? Or are they more like, I need to get rid of people who are even thinking about me as an option because, like, challenges?
Yeah. I think
because
it's that, and then I think the gamers would vote for Baron. If there is a physical challenge, if I were to look at who's going to win, it just appear like it was a race.
Definitely say, fuck challenges. I'm voting for who's gonna paint me a target.
Yeah. I feel like, I do think people would vote for, like, Suzu Rook could probably vote for Baron. I would assume, the way this works is everybody's going to catch wind of everything because people need to get enough votes. So Baron would hear about this and probably want to, like, on one of the people targeting him. Could say Suzu did try to grill him. When it was Suzu crew trying to decide, like, hey, Taka or you, one of y'all are going.
Yeah.
It could be like, Suzu, that B tried to steal my bank of vote. So he could maybe want to throw it on Suzu.
It's true. So I don't think Baron well, he did break Amanda's leg.
He was distraught, though.
He was distraught. And if we're going by people know each other as they are, like FC members, then they would know that, like, they didn't mean to break Amanda's leg. I can see this. Okay. You see. So if Bomi gets together with the Bomi Alliance, which is Bomi, Bray, Hashi, Split, Elliot by proxy, agrees with Baron to vote Suzu.
So, like, now, I don't really have solid voting blocks. I have, like, I think Baron Chrono kind of floating a bit. Probably be a voting block. I think Shifty, Suzu, Rook is a solid voting block. I think the three, like, Raiders probably form an alliance. Obviously, yeah, got, like, soft alliances. I think Elliot Split is also, like, a solid one. Bomi both have reasons to vote out Bear. I don't really know I don't think Hashi would yet. I think Hashi would be down to vote Suzu. I think if Baron felt threatened, he'd be down to vote Suzu. I feel like Bomi, Bray, Elliot Split would also be down to vote Suzu. And then where do we think Baron Chrono's vote would go?
Chrono, so...
And also, I don't think Shifty or Rook would use their immunity idol to save Suzu.
Yeah.
I think they'd both keep it. Feel like... Do you think Bomi would risk it and play her immunity idol on Baron? Or do you think she'd just play it on herself to burn it? If the vote was, like, versus somebody.
Yeah, if it was Baron versus somebody. I could see Bomi playing her immunity idol. Would be a political move. But I could see her doing that, to play her immunity idol, because the thing is, by showing I'm part of this alliance and everyone's agreed to vote for this person with me, that still puts a target on your back for everybody not in your alliance. Like, this person has a lot of, like, sway. Bomi could, someone that might otherwise have voted against her later in the competition.
So you think she would rather play it for someone else than just get the reassurance she'd be there for another day?
Yeah, because she's already made it merge.
She doesn't care, so she's just gonna play hard and fast and get voted out. So she plays her idol for Baron, most likely. Which will reflect what the gamers want to do. Because they'll probably be like, no, Bomi's not gonna play it on Baron.
Oh, yeah, they probably wouldn't think that I would do that, huh?
So I think people would be down to vote Suzu. I don't think Elliot would have an issue with voting Suzu. I don't think Split would want to vote anybody at this point, to be honest, but she's got to vote somebody. I think she'd be fine voting Suzu. I think Elliot and Split would be more likely to join the people voting Suzu than voting Baron.
Man, I thought Suzu was going to go a lot farther. This is another strong competitor down. Suzu, have any last words? We can't repeat those, never mind.
They were all blooped out. I do think that one takes the longest to talk about. But that does make Suzu in charge of Ponderosa.
Suzu will remember this at the jury of peers later.
Oh.
That is true. We should... So the people who voted against Suzu... Some people respect good gameplay like that, and some people get salty. I don't know if Suzu would be salty that Bomi bounced it out and knocked out Suzu. I know Suzu would do her fake that she does.
Oh no, should be salty.
So Suzu holds a grudge probably against the at least 6 people who voted for it. Maybe Baron Chrono just throw their votes around. I'm not quite sure where Baron Chrono's votes would go on that one. I think...
I'm looking at
Go
this
ahead.
here. That's not copy pasting, right? Hold on. So I do think there would be 2 unspoken teams at this point, because at this point we would note the other teammates would have to notice, hey, there's an alliance between Split, Bray, Elliot, Bomi, Hashi. That's half the team. We've got some gamers. We've got Shifty and Rook and Chrono, who all still have their journey tokens, by the way. I think they would have to work with Baron, because Baron is a strong competitor, but he was, well, that's the thing. Baron was just saved by Bomi too, so that was a good move. Damn.
Do we think Baron would play his bank vote just to get the extra vote on his side in case he was unsure?
I think so. I think Baron would have used that because
Just to get the extra vote just in case? Because the
numbers weren't clear. No one would have seen that.
So the bank votes are probably gone at this point with Suzu also being out.
Bank votes are gone because I don't think that could have outweighed the votes for Suzu, and so they're gone. So we just have the journey tokens and then 2 immunities. The thing about the journey tokens though is that Shifty, Chrono, Rook, they're sort of in a uneasy alliance.
I would say they're on
amicable terms and could be convinced to use the journey tokens at the same time.
I think with Bray leaving their tribe group, it kind of broke tribes. So I don't think original tribes matter as much right now. But with Suzu gone, I do think Shifty and Rook would probably be looking for some other people to grab. Or to reassess what's going on. Because right now, I do think they'd be near the bottom. I think Bear's still target, though.
And I think I could see them being together. I think Baron, because of the action, and just from what I know about Baron, I think he would be leaning more towards the Girl Alliance. Girl Alliance and Elliot.
The Baron, Elliot, and girls.
I think that's kind of more he'd be Alliance. He wouldn't be
We're running out of Agents of Chaos.
Because I think he would probably... If he has to choose who he's going to hang out with, I do think Baron would choose to hang out with them. So that's where I kind of see. I think he would still be on amicable terms with everybody else, though. That was a lot of theory crafting. We can go to the next challenge.
I think the next one's a reward challenge.
It's Last Gasp.
But we do reward challenge, then Last Gasp.
Reward challenge. Oh, this is a good one. A race on stilts.
Man, Suzu would have loved that.
Suzu would have loved race on stilts. She'd be so good at it. She's shaking her fist in Ponderosa, or wherever our island is.
She's plotting to make sure Bomi doesn't win. She's gonna poison the jury. So who do we think would be the fastest on stilts? That requires good balance, a relatively quick speed.
Twitter's
she's clumsy, so she's out.
I'll say, it's not Hashi, unfortunately. I would say Twitter is saying Shifty.
Shifty could be good.
I could see that. Yeah.
Baron could be good.
Split has good balance. What
is Bear's balance?
I'd say decent, normal.
I feel like if out of anybody that's left on the list, he'd be the one who's most likely walked on stilts before.
True. I don't know anybody else about stilts. If Elliot were to randomly pop in and say that he's walked on stilts, I would believe it.
I have. I built stilts as my dad.
Are you good with stilts?
I was pretty decent at it. I thought it was fun.
Maybe Elliot's good at stilts then.
Because I think even if there's going to be an inherent challenge, there's going to be an inherent advantage if you know how to walk on stilts.
I think the lead from just knowing how to do it would basically guarantee it. Because it's not like if every time you fall over you have to reset, just knowing how to start would get you such a big lead while people are still getting used to it.
Because even if you picked it up quickly, it's still muscle memory.
If Elliot's got stilt experience, I think Elliot probably takes it then.
I'm hearing on Blue Sky that Elliot does have stilt experience. This is Elliot's first.
This first win, and he gets to
Yay.
choose 2 other people to get a visit from their pet.
Ooh, you gotta choose this one carefully.
So,
He's gonna pick Split.
but this is where the toughest choice of all comes in.
Everyone here, well, except for Chrono. No, Chrono has pets, right?
He's got a dog.
Everyone here really likes their pets.
His brother has cats, which like to sit on his bed.
So, this is where drama happens.
50 does not have a pet.
No, he just had a random outside cat for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So he probably doesn't pick Shifty. He definitely picks Split. Probably doesn't pick Chrono.
Bomi's gonna be.
He doesn't know Bray that well.
Bomi's gonna be giving Elliot Death Glare.
Or at all. Bomi's going to be giving a Death Glare. But he also knows that Rook loves Kiwi. And that Hashi
Loves Arcane.
needs to see Arcane. So I think it's probably between those 3.
Bear's gonna really want to see Arcane and talk about the fact that he got to see Arcane.
Bear would ask for that, but Elliot would be like, shut the fuck up. You're not going. So, I think, as much as I would like Elliot to pick Rook, I think Elliot does have a cat bias. And it'd be down to Bomi or Hashi.
Bray
Rook
has a
will
cat,
remember
too,
this.
Just you know what I'm saying. Bray has a cat.
I don't think Elliot's ever talked to...
I've never talked to Bray.
But you've seen
Is
Albus,
it-
and therefore...
That's what I was about to ask. Is it just one pet? Because some of these people have multiple pets.
We have one, but that's because we have the tragic backstory of the bonded cat having to be put down, which means you're going to lean more towards Bray. We have 2 if you count the spirit.
Other than Split, who has... Oh, I guess Baron has 2 cats.
Rook has cats too, right?
He's got... Charlie's his wife's cat. He's allergic to Charlie, so they don't really hang out.
So, the important thing is that Rook will remember this, but you did choose Split, and then...
Bomi or Hashi? Who are you picking?
We should choose for him.
Oh, we should pick for him. He picked Bomi because Bomi's here.
You don't have to pick me because I'm here. You let it happen naturally.
Let's see. That's what she'd say while making a threatening motion with her hand.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
What?
I do think Elliot picks... I do think Elliot picks Bomi, though.
I think so as well, yeah.
I would.
I think Meatball's too special, but I do think Hashi remembers this.
Hashi remembers this not as much as Rook does, but...
I do think this may stoke some fires in the future for Hashi and Elliot working together.
This is how it works. This is trouble in paradise.
So, Elliot, Bomi, and Split go visit their pets. I think something that does happen when they get back from this reward challenge, though, is Bomi and Elliot may talk a little too much about seeing Link and Meatball. I think they may be talking about it too much. They may be too excited for seeing their little babies. And some people might be jealous.
I could see that because I think Split would be very happy to see your pets, but I think would be able to be all like, would be more like the cheerleader in the way of, I'm so happy you guys got to see your pets. And that way, while Elliot and Bomi would be like, we got to see our pets.
I think they both probably cry to see their pets because it's been a while. And they're probably tired. They're hungry. They're not feeling 100%, but they get to see their little babies.
I love Meatball.
And I think they talk about it a little too much. I think some people may get annoyed by that.
I did think it was kind of funny if I did Split and Bear, because if Bo goes, that's just going to be chaotic, though.
Diarrhea.
Like, it would be so much, but...
I think the idea would be funny, but you couldn't deny Bomi Meatball.
Oh, that's good.
So
we're at
last gasp. Okay. So remember this in tribal, but who's winning last gasp?
What's last gasp?
Basically, it's so you're under. Think of a grid of metal bars while the tide rolls in, and when a wave, you can only breathe during the low part of a wave, in between the waves. Otherwise, you have to hold your breath, and when you can't do it anymore, you just swim out and you're out.
Just drown.
I would assume before you drown, you'd be like, I can't do this anymore. Nobody's ever drowned. People, it's like a give up thing. Like, I can't hold my breath anymore, and then they they basically just let go of the device. Because it's not like it's all, you're basically holding onto the bars, and then right next to the bars is just open water. So you just like, okay, I give up.
Yeah.
It's not like you're trapped. I have no idea who'd be good at this.
Is Suzu still in?
No, Suzu got knocked out. You did it.
You did it.
Because I think she's trying to see how
It
long
feels like
she
something
can.
she'd practice. This feels like something weird that Bear would be good at. I don't know.
I'm gonna take that for simplicity's sake.
Bomi, what do you think?
Oh,
Just being able to hold your lungs well.
wait, who's left? Yeah,
Omi, Hashi, Chrono, Rook, Split, Baron, Elliot, Shifty, Bear, Bray.
I would say Split or Bear. The only reason why I would say Split maybe is she sings a lot, and she's also still athletic-ish. Her lungs are already conditioned to be able to hold long notes, being a musician and or singer. And I do agree, Bear would just have weird natural talent.
I feel like if it was down to Bear and Split, Bear would try even harder, just to beat Split. I feel like he likes to beat the people he's closest to at stuff. Not like in a fuck you way, but it's just like, I know I can do it. When he tries to outdrink you.
That's it. So Bear wins that one. He's immune at tribal tonight.
Omi shakes her fist in frustration. I'll get that guy.
So funny.
But then she goes back to talking about Meatball. Meanwhile, Hashi is brooding. Hashi's not happy with you, Elliot.
God. If Suzu was here, she'd come in like a Wicked Witch of the West and just be like, hey, I heard what happened earlier. It's really fucked up. So everybody has the vote.
I will say, Split getting first and then second, and being pretty good at the reward challenge as well, does open some eyes as a challenge threat.
That is, I was thinking about Split is winning this one, so as Camille realized that. So if we're looking at challenge threats, I could see Baron voting for a challenge threat. I don't think the gamers would do anything complicated this round.
No, I think they'd be looking for self-preservation.
If they're not voting Bear, let's see. I could see where Shifty would vote for Split. Chrono and Rook 2. I don't think...
There's 10 people left. I think she might be mad enough at Elliot to not want to maybe hop over to Bear's stuff. It's like, Elliot, well, I don't know, that's fucked up of you, man.
Or at least become party neutral at this point. Like...
Yeah, maybe party neutral. Because Elliot, dude, that's fucked up. I can't believe you did that. If Baron does want to target a challenge threat, do we think he'd rather pay what he feels like he might owe to Bomi? Or that he'd be playing for his best interest in the game? Because logically, Bomi was going to burn it no matter what. And she just burned it on the person she thought would be better to burn it on. So he could see it as like, she did me a favor, but at the same time, it was more, she was going to burn it anyway. So why not get use out of it? Also...
That's tough, because Baron's so nice. I don't know.
They're all nice. Except that Elliot guy, he can be a real jerk. You hit me.
What?
Oh, stop.
I will say Bomi does have a bit of a target on her back now for making a public idol play to knock out Suzu, who made the biggest splash before. So she's a jury threat right now. Maybe not against Suzu, but when other people get knocked out, people like Bomi. That's dangerous to have at the end. Maybe not voting out yet, but it's probably something that's being considered.
I think they've got to... So I think everyone, and by everyone who's not Split, Bray, Elliot, Bomi, has got to vote one of those four. Otherwise, that alliance is too powerful. I think something's got to give to bring that alliance down to earth.
I was talking to Morgan in the last 30 seconds. What is 2-second synopsis?
I think Split's coming up as a challenge threat. Hashi may be wavering on the alliance because Elliot didn't take her to see Arcane. The other alliance has Bear, and I don't know if you know, Hashi's simp for Bear.
Yeah.
And I think your name pops up a little bit because you made a splashy play to knock out Suzu. And everybody likes you, so it's dangerous to have at the end.
I think it comes down to Split or Bomi here.
I don't think Baron would vote on Bomi right now. I think Baron would more likely vote Split.
I think so.
Baron.
Baron likes Split a lot. I feel like he would vote me out first.
You saved him with an item.
You saved him earlier.
But Amanda saved him too, and he broke her leg, so...
That was by accident.
Just saying.
He was distraught.
I feel like Split's like everybody's fan favorite. Everybody loves Split.
That's dangerous, because she is everybody's fan favorite, but she's also winning challenges. That's the danger.
Also, it's like a power move to knock her out.
This is what, at this point, you just want to knock out the people who you think will beat you at the final.
So we have someone who's a physical threat and someone who's too well liked.
Oh, I think she takes both the title of being the most liked and physical threat. Because, like, I can't do physical things. I can do puzzles. But
yeah, that's why I think, despite you being a jury threat, I don't think people would have the agency to vote you out.
Not yet.
Because it would be like, last challenge, Bomi just swam out under the grate instantly. She was like, she gave up. She didn't care. Bomi don't care. Bomi just is being chillin', waiting until she gets to Ponderosa or wins at Final 3. We can get her out later.
What's
But
fun-
the resort.
That's what I'm. That's all I want. And after that, I don't care.
We are next
I've
time
made
you're
this
out, you're
known.
there.
I've made this known.
Okay.
I think it's most likely
Split.
I think it's just better for people's games if Split's gone.
Split, have any last words?
Elliot, would you like to say Split's last words?
I think she'd be happy to go see Dave.
She doesn't get to see Dave. Dave didn't make Ponderosa.
Then I think she would be sad to leave me.
She gets to see Suzu.
I think she would be sad to leave me.
I think Elliot would be devastated.
Oh no, I'm gonna be the biggest asshole now.
I think I did put down Split as the only what they call bucket list contestant.
What's bucket list?
I just wanted to be on Survivor.
Oh,
So
I came here because my friends came here.
there we have it. So I'm saying these alliances never last.
I do think Elliot holds a grudge on everybody who voted Split out.
But who would have vote split out though?
I would say definitely Shifty, Rook, Bear, Baron, probably Hashi, maybe Chrono just to go with the vote. I think it's probably them.
Because I was like, I wouldn't do it.
No, it wouldn't be you.
I feel
But you
like I'm
did just
very
a lot of
much the
power.
Sue of the season.
Oh, mate, I think you're more of a Jerry threat than Sue. Because Sue was just like, I'm 45, walking in with her cane. And then that was her weird dirt contouring. And then her big reveal at the end was, I'm actually 100 years old. And people were like, no way, Sue, what? I thought you were 25. No fucking way. School Sue was 100? What? When your jaw dislocated from from just talking, I thought that was just something that happens to all of us 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
It's so normal.
I wanted to prove someone in the triple digits could be on Survivor.
I wanted to show my great grandkids what I could do. I don't think Split holds a grudge for her vote.
Oh no.
I think her vote's up in the air. Suzu, I do think does hold a grudge. So I made sure to make a note about that.
That's good.
Because it doesn't matter right now, but as it gets later, people could probably figure that out. And be like, yeah, maybe someone who they didn't think was as big of a threat, Shifty or Rook at near the end, is just like, oh, hold on. They have some guaranteed votes right there. Elliot just caused a rift. He should have just offered up his spot to Hashi. But he couldn't do that. He missed his Linky boy. His logs.
I do miss Lincoln Logs. Plus, if we're all meeting in one area, then it means Bomi would get to meet Lincoln Logs for a while. Bomi is Link's biggest
Which it
fan.
also does mean, because of that, Bomi will vote with Elliot for the rest of the game, too. You let me see Meatball, you let me meet all, I guess, O and Link. We're good.
Not Meatball. She was not happy to see
No.
Well, I assume there's going to be Emma and Mally there, too, right? It's just one animal.
Meatball still doesn't want to see.
We can do all cats and dogs. Figured if the yellow tribe would have lost early, Bray probably would have been voted out. But then Dave had to get such a big ego.
From bird poop.
I do feel like you go to Elliot, you go to bed every night doing the Arya Stark thing where you're just saying the names in your head of people you have to kill.
That's
Just, like, saying
100%.
names. Every night you go to bed like Shifty, Bear.
They would wake up and just like
Maybe
and I
don't
would-
just say Shifty, Bear, Chrono as three of the only brown people left. Maybe add some white people in there too. Hashi,
Bear would
Baron.
wake up to me just standing above him, being like,
Wait, do we know?
"All right."
Did anybody spearhead that lead of voting out? Because I feel like
That's a
they're
good
always
point.
spearheaded by somebody.
It's a conversation.
Hashi.
I feel.
The gamers
I don't think Hashi would be going after Split necessarily, as much as probably people talking about how well Split's doing. I think it could definitely be spearheaded by the people who are more likely to be challenge threats, because you're not necessarily spearheaded by one person. But I could see maybe Shifty, Bear, Baron, Rook talking it over, and then Hashi and Chrono hopping on.
Because the way it was, like, Baron was the challenge threat. But the thing is, if they didn't vote for Split, the alliance that Split was in was too strong. Had to go.
And also, when you're going to be a Jerry threat, regardless of immunities, you have to go to the people who could just rapid fire immunities. So, for example, if Bear starts getting top 2 or top 3 in every single challenge, that's going to be more likely. But I think what's probably going to help Bear stay around more is he's not as big of a Jerry threat as Split is. Because once again, Bear's kind of a troll.
Jury threat is like when people like you.
So people voted out, Suzu and Split right now are the people who are going to decide who wins overall. So
Oh.
the next 6 people with them will decide who's going to win. So you want to get rid of people who you think will just collect a lot of votes. So
Okay.
they're not going to think about it right now, but probably in 3 more people knocked out, they'll be like, oh, Bomi's not getting Suzu's vote.
Yeah.
Suzu's gonna come up and be like, Bomi, you're a bitch because you got her out.
Yeah.
Say that for less.
They got to get rid of Miss Congeniality. So.
If people who aren't gonna vote for you end up there, then basically people who are working against you, it makes you less of a threat. But let's say Shifty is near the end, and it's like you got Suzu there, you got Rook. That's probably like 2 votes that are definitely going Shifty's way. Then you have some other people maybe he worked with, like Air Chrono. Then Shifty might become more of a Jerry threat than he originally was because there are people he worked with. They may want him to win because then they can feel they're part of the win. But then there's people like Bear who I think wouldn't really care that much if they worked with you. If Big Bear just have fun trying to make chaos.
Yeah, Bear's the only agent of chaos left after Suzu left.
Rook could be an agent of chaos.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll just he's gonna wait for his time to strike.
He has the budget to be an agent of chaos because he has the immunity.
And I think they're gonna have to start targeting each other with that, or just use them up.
Yeah.
I think it'll just depend on who starts getting knocked out. Yeah, we'll see. A lot of the remaining challenge threats are all voted together, so they have to turn on each other a bit. So he burnt the top 4 spot by making it. Welcome back. And him winning the global challenge is also extremely funny, because that probably means in NA he's number 1 in points. But that doesn't matter. For points, it does go to the next person. We're down to 2 people on the final on Rook's tribe.
It's not the 2 that I thought it would be.
No.
2 shows. I guess it just goes to show if you make a team that's like mostly brains, look where it gets you. God.
So if I remember right, there are 2 idols left right now, because the 3rd one hasn't been refound.
And then there's the journey tokens, possibly.
Which are all still there. People have not been targeting for that. They've been ignoring it. Okay.
So, I did remember that Elliot was plotting revenge, or vengeance for Syl. Not Syl, Split. I did remember that. And so that is something I was trying to factor in. Would he take revenge against the other teammates by purposely sabotaging them? And would he even possibly enact vengeance on someone who actually didn't vote for Split? Because he wouldn't have a way of knowing that. You know?
No, you don't. You can tell by handwriting.
Oh, I could figure it out then.
Hi, Bomi.
Hello.
Nothing else to do in the island, you'd figure it out.
That's how people know. Otherwise, people get back and they start being like cranky bitches, but generally because of handwriting.
That makes sense. I've got...
Do you think anybody would pull Elliot to the side and be like, look, this is why I voted Split?
Can I see the roster again? No, I did the wrong thing.
Fucked up.
Oh,
Bomi, it's ruined! No, you're trying to eliminate Rook!
There you go. Jeez.
I did it right.
It's sabotage, it's sabotage!
I'm not sabotaging.
Left that would have voted for Split. Because I don't think Hashi voted for Split.
Wait,
Yeah.
no. Did Hashi?
I think so, because of...
Hashi to get back at them.
Oh, yeah.
Because Elliot said, fuck you, Arcane isn't that cool.
That makes sense.
Elliot said, Meatball's better. Rook, how pissed are you that Elliot had a chance for you to meet your pet on this island that you haven't seen for weeks and he didn't pick you?
I expected that.
So he's not that mad.
No, he's pissed.
Bomi would have been pissed. Bomi would have killed Elliot in his sleep.
I would have been very sad.
Bomi would have fallen onto her knees crying on the beach.
There's no safe pick for that. You're gonna
Not mad, but
the only
definitely
safe
sad.
pick would have been to not pick Split and to take Hashi and Bomi. I think that would have been the easiest pick.
Maybe. I know, because I hear that Rook really likes Kiwi, so I don't know.
Rook wouldn't expect to be picked.
Yeah, are the editors trying to start drama that wasn't there?
Yeah, that's why it's there. Okay, I'm trying to remember where we're at in here. We've done how many contestants? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Wait. 3, 2. We have 9.
Because I don't remember them doing the Wordle puzzle.
Oh, I love Wordle.
No, you're thinking of Squirtle.
Oh. No, the one that the New York Times won. Me and Bobby and Amanda had a...
No, you're thinking of the Pokemon, the turtle.
Yeah,
Squirtle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very good at getting it in 2.
You're thinking
What's
of
your
hurdles,
first
like you
word?
jump over hurdles.
Oh yeah, you
Oh.
love hurdles.
Oh, okay.
That's something I wanted to look at here. I was gonna start rolling to see if Elliot did enact vengeance on anybody. I think I don't know. I think he would accept Hashi's explanation, not Hashi's apology, but Hashi's explanation.
What's Hashi's explanation?
Um,
Because Hashi just revenge voted because she's mad at Elliot. Why would he accept that?
okay, maybe you're right. Yeah, it made me like think about how could you give a good explanation, and it's not.
Like, I think people could give good explanations. I don't think Hashi is one of them.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody more removed from it who wasn't like on his team before. So think like Aaron, Rook, Shifty, maybe even Bear could be like to get rid of a challenge threat, plus not in my alliance. Hashi's the other way though. Hashi was like, his explanation is you should have picked me.
Yeah. I guess you're right. That's the only one that couldn't. And in that regard, so the people that voted split, was it Baron, Shifty Bear, Chrono Rook?
Yeah.
Okay.
The boys.
Well, I mean, it had to be done regardless because it eliminated the alliance between Elliot and Bomi split. Like,
You have to blow up the alliance. A solid 2 is always dangerous. Then you're always fighting against 2 people and you can't break them up.
okay. Let me just
Still more, but I think maybe after another round of trying to attack their alliance, if they choose to, they might have to start doing infighting. Because if it's down to like me Elliot or Bray Elliot, then I think they're kind of defenseless at that point. So then there's no point to pay attention to it anymore, and they have to fight amongst each other. Shifty still have idols, so they're fine pushing it. They might push for just get rid of them completely.
This is what I was thinking, though. I was thinking Rook has the luxury of fucking around and finding out because he has an immunity. But that does mean that Rook could convince someone to, part in something and not face the consequences of it because he has an immunity idol. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, can't be too slimy about it because he still needs
votes. Yeah.
Likeable.
That's what he's gonna say at final 3.
Okay.
9, right? Yeah, well, 5-letter big lock and inside lock chest is a small puzzle.
Yes.
This might be Bomi. She'll have a good chance.
Okay.
Elliot can't read.
I did roll for something, but wait until the challenge is over to announce what happened.
Remember, there is an idol as well if you need to roll for idol after challenge. There's an idol live.
Should we? I just reset like day 1 chances at this point.
Do
they make it kind of easy to
yeah.
find a third idol?
Wouldn't maybe like 2 chances. Like, wouldn't be as difficult. But it's not like it's free. It's just you have to find it again.
Okay, it wasn't.
Okay, if Bomi finds it again, that's gonna be so funny. Like, just keeps finding it.
Hooray!
That's what she'll. It was a smart move for her to put the other immunity. I do think. I don't know. I do think the next target is Baron or Bomi, but we can get into that. Only because Bomi's going to win the miscongeniality at the end if she isn't voted out soon.
Bomi is a jury threat.
Yeah.
Do like Bomi.
That's the problem. You can't be likable. Too likable.
And also, after she does her little speech at the end, she'll be like, also, if you don't vote for me, you're kicked out of the FC. But then she laughs, and people are like, is she serious?
She doesn't mean it.
Okay, so this challenge, Brittle Challenge, is there any endurance involved really, or is it? I thought there was in the middle of an ocean. I don't know why.
I don't think it'd be in the middle of an ocean. I think there would be a very minor obstacle course before, where the difference between first place and last place would probably be about 40 seconds at most.
Okay.
Actually, they've had seasons where there is no endurance to it. It's just a puzzle. Like, it's just word then puzzle. So it could just be that, where they're just sitting at a table where they have, like, a lock and a chest where they have to be, okay, so the letters, like, get letters.
Yeah.
The five or 6 letter word by what's on the little wheels. They unlock it, then they get a small puzzle, and they do the puzzle. Could just be a real quick one.
So
I'd say it's more of plus because it can be done so fast.
Puzzle stress, but also if it's based on Wordle, the problem is since this FC did at one point really love Wordle. There's a lot of people here.
We love crosswords.
Yeah, and crosswords, yeah, true.
Was a good era.
We can go back to it.
So I'm looking at the rest to see base thing you start with is Wordle before getting to the puzzle, or Wordle adjacent. I'm having a tough time deciding, like, not who would beat Wordle, but who would solve Wordle the fastest, because there's several people.
So I think Baron would be at a disadvantage because he's not a natural English speaker, so there's another layer of thinking for that. I think Rook would be good at it because he was like one of the best when we were in our crossword era.
Yeah.
Amy obviously loves Wordle. She won't stop talking about it all the time.
In our group chat, I have the
See.
most victories of number 2.
I get the feeling Bray's good at Wordle. I haven't talked to her in a while, but seems
Who's Bray?
That's what I'm saying.
Son.
Yeah.
I don't know about Shifty or Bear. Let's see what. Okay, so we got Bomi, Hashi, Bear, and Chrono. Could probably be pretty decent at it.
Yeah.
Rook. I don't know about Elliot. I don't know if he really plays Wordle, but when we did crosswords, he was pretty hit or miss. There's Bray, Bear, Shifty. I don't know. It's also got a little bit of a puzzle element to it too.
I'm wondering if, like, I'm thinking of who would be fast at Wordles, and then between them, who would solve the puzzle the quickest. Would be a fair way to cut them down.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Bomi, Hashi, Chrono, Rook.
I have an idea.
Okay.
What's a 5-letter word? 3, 2, 1. Oh,
Water.
That's pretty good. There's a little delay, so this is probably pretty good. Hey, Rook.
What?
What's a 7-letter word? 3,
Um,
2, 1.
Dogs plus.
Dog.
We know, does Chrono like puzzle and
I feel like anybody who likes TCGs at some point has to also kind of puzzles, right? Because isn't that what a TCG is? Is it just a multiplayer puzzle?
Okay.
Rating's kind of puzzle in this game.
Yeah.
Rating is a dance.
Do the puzzles, but I know Kodo does puzzles, and then comes in voice chat, asks Chrono, "Hey, I'm stuck on this puzzle, help me," and then Chrono helps Kodo do puzzle.
Is it a game though? Could be a
I
game
don't-
he's played before. Well, even if that was the case, that means he likes puzzle games.
Yeah, at least enough to help Kodo.
Let me see if there's any sort of
If Split was still around, I'd say no shot anybody wins with Split.
Yeah.
She is a monster at crosswords. She's like an absolute monster. Like, you'll go in, she'll just fucking eyeball it and be like, oh yeah, know that 11-letter word, easy.
It's like she's a genius or something.
Like
Frickin'
crosswords are
genius.
still different from like because
But
Wordle.
it's not Wordle.
Yeah, it's
though,
Wordle
it's
unlocks
Wordle.
the puzzle, and then there's a puzzle. So.
Well, no,
Oh,
it's not technically Wordle though. It's there's a lock. Like the locks had like when you unlock a lock, it's got those like things you spin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like those with instead of numbers, it's letters.
Oh, easy. Okay, so then you already have the letters there.
Yeah, you just don't know the order of the word it's trying to be. But it's not hard to figure out the word because it's going to be related to Survivor.
Yeah.
It's like Taco Bell. Always be casting.
Here's what I'm thinking. So I feel like I'm comfortable narrowing it down to.
If I'm choosing 3, I think I pick Bomi, Chrono, Rook.
I was thinking, yeah, I'm with that. Because I don't know, because you're right. Because I'm going off of the gut feeling that I think Bray is good at puzzles, but I don't know.
Oh.
I'm gonna say Bear's good at puzzles too, though.
Bear's probably good at puzzles, but I feel like most people who are in this FC are probably pretty decent at puzzles.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm going by who fucking crushes whenever we play specific games like that, and Rook is a monster at it. Y'all, I remind you of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking about how quickly Rook calls out certain mechanics that like my just can't. And he's just like this one.
So in that case, this is between Chrono and Rook. So if I have to boil it down even more.
Are you telling me I need to go back into raid mode?
No, I was just saying you're very fast at calling the safe spot.
Yeah, he's kind of a combat genius.
Like what was it like in the girl, worm girl, and like here like the one that had Scream playing in the background.
Oh my god, that was why my eye was so bothersome.
I can pull it up.
Athena?
Something was in my eye, and it was a whole ass hair, and it was just like.
Oh.
I go into the mirror to look, and I start pulling. That's a really long eyelash. I start pulling it, and it just keeps going.
It's a horrible
It was
moment.
nasty. Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking.
It's so 6 circle.
I'm gonna roll a die. Odds Chrono, evens Rook.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. If Rook loses, I think he gets angrier because he was so close. Bless you.
In real life.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I think Rook is upset if he loses because it's a tight race.
Yeah.
They lose by like 4.
Rook did win, but
Okay.
I did have the directors did have some drama plotted for the tokens, but I don't think he'll use them right now, considering he just won.
Yeah, Rook's damn dude. Rook is. He's kind of. He makes a big play. He's kind of cooking.
Yeah, so he's immune this time. He's got a journey token.
Rook might be having a meal at Applebee's. Or no, it was Chili's.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Purple Dipper.
Did we have anything fun for this one? No, we didn't have anything fun for this
No, for this one. This one was one of the breaks. We didn't want to oversaturate the bonuses.
Yeah. Okay, so on that, and that would bring them to tribal.
So Rook is safe. You already rolled for. What else did you roll for?
I rolled for injury. Somebody did get injured today.
Who got hurt? Wait, how?
Doesn't matter.
It's got to be extremely minor.
Minor.
Well, so they got injured looking for the idol. Okay, who got hurt?
Bill twisted her ankle while running on uneven terrain.
Why were you doing
Just
that?
twisted your ankle.
Well, what twist her ankle?
Were you looking for the idol? Were you trying to get to the blocks really quickly?
Are you afraid of snakes?
No.
Are you afraid of spiders?
No. Like wasps.
I know what it is.
What?
While on uneven terrain, a long time ago, Bomi won a hammock.
Oh my god.
And she slipped off?
Hammock was not tied correctly because, necessarily have a lot of good knot tiers in this FC at the time, or on that team.
Rook is great at knots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to know Slipknot when I was younger.
That was knots I was talking about, but.
Bomi twisted her ankle after I got in a hammock.
Oh, that's.
So something to consider going forward. It's a minor injury, but we are before tribal. Did this challenge? Well, not lose the challenge. You came in second. We have these journey tokens. Do we think that Shifty, Chrono, or Rook are going to try to enact these journey tokens in any way?
Okay, well, let's talk about the state before we get to tribal. Okay, so we have Bomi, Elliot, and Bray on one side. Then we probably have Rook and Shifty are probably a good duo at this point.
Yeah, they're the gamers.
Both, yeah, left over, who both don't know each other have an idol. And I don't think either one is gonna tell the other one. Which will be funny if one of them uses it, and then dude, why didn't you tell me? But secretly they have one too. That'll be very funny. I think Bear and Chrono would probably be a duo, maybe a soft one, and I think Baron's kind of a free agent. Bomi has it out for Bear.
Why do I have it out for Bear?
Because he exposed you for having an idol.
Oh, okay.
Elliot's got it out for anybody who voted against Split. So he's probably fuck Hashi. But I think he would be fine with anybody who voted for Split. I think they have the numbers.
I think the only alliance with numbers is the Bray, Elliot, Bomi, because everybody else paired off in twos. Because realistically, Aaron and Hashi, they're dating. So there's unnatural alliance there, obviously. And then Rook 50.
Is it possible with no obvious vote, they just either target Bear or Hashi because they are a couple?
Ooh, a showmans.
But that is a strong two, because either they target one of.
Except I feel like Bear would turn on Hashi.
Yeah, well, no, he would.
They both admitted that for each other.
Oh, Hashi said she'd vote Bear?
Yeah.
The targets would either be one of Bomi, Bray, Elliot, or Bear, Hashi. Just try to get the tight out. So Bomi did just get hurt. But injured Bomi's not gonna win any endurance or physical. So they might wait on that. And I think you could probably assume the same for Bray and Elliot. They're not big threats, right? Challenge. So you can wait to get them out.
What about Baron being a physical threat?
Baron is a physical threat, but he hasn't won a challenge yet, so he's all talk right now. Where it's just he's to be a challenge threat, but he hasn't won anything, so is he?
He broke Amanda's leg, so...
He did break somebody's leg. Yeah, that's we know who's probably not going to get votes. He injured Amanda. Bomi's not going to vote for him. Bomi finally got to hang out with Amanda, and then that morning, Baron said, nah, this bitch gone.
True. So I guess.
Nah, Bomi did save Baron. Bomi would probably vote for Baron because it's an extension of her game at this point.
Yeah, it's got to be. I don't know.
The Chrono's fine right now.
Who would the Bray, Elliot, Bomi alliance vote for? Because that's what I'm having heard. Because they haven't really felt slighted by anybody.
I mean, I'll just backstab them and Bear.
Yeah.
They vote for one of those two. Maybe Elliot is like, okay, you're gonna get rid of Split. I'm gonna get rid of the person you love, and be like, let's get Bear.
Good point. I like that. So
Like,
that's votes against Bear. Do we see the alliance of Baron and Chrono voting for Bear? Anybody else besides Bear, or Shifty and Rook voting?
I
for
feel
anybody
like
else
Shifty and Rook could see that, hey, our alliance worked last time. We could just double down again. Like, why back and forth and risk fucking it up when you could just double down to, like, you know, rid of the threats? Unless think they need to get rid of Bear for, like, a reason.
I still have it that Bear would win.
I think Baron's kind of chill right now. I think Chrono's chill. I think those two are safe.
Yeah.
I think people would vote for Bear before Hashi to get him out.
That's what I'm thinking too. I think it might be Bear. Because I think if the alliance is voting for Bear, it would ergo at least one of the other 4 people are going to vote for Bear. Because they don't really have... There's no reason for them to target Bomi just yet.
The one thing that would make Rook and Shifty hesitate on voting for Bear is who are they going to work with next round to vote out the group. Because you get rid of Bear now, Hashi's isn't going. I mean, probably up in smokes after that. Because I think Elliot would be okay working with Hashi. It's all because of that arcane thing. Okay, so the numbers. There's 9 people.
I think
You can play it safe for 1 round. I think Bear's safe for a round, and they have to target one of the 3, because then otherwise the numbers get too screwy. I think they try to play it safe, stay united, and take out another one of Bomi, Bray, and Elliot. Do you think they just say got hurt? Let's send her to Ponderosa.
I could see that. I don't think Baron would vote for Bomi. I think Baron would still be. He's nice and would be honor bound. I could see Chrono voting for Bomi, as well as the gamers.
That's I think they don't vote for Bear because Baron guaranteed to work with them every round, and then they wouldn't have the numbers anymore if they voted him out right now.
Yeah, and they have defenses in place to where he turns on them. Cool, they've got immunity.
But what does Shifty have against me though? Because I feel like me.
She doesn't have anything against you, but Shifty's with Rook.
Yeah, they want to win.
Okay.
Yeah,
and it's just their alliance. You're just who their alliance is targeting. I don't think it's necessarily anything against you. I don't think anybody has, other than Bear to troll you, I don't think anybody has anything against you. They just have to get rid of one of you.
Yeah, and I guess I would, in the argument for voting on Bomi, do you think, again, she is going to be a, what's it called, council?
Yeah, final, yeah.
Bomi, you have any last words?
Wait, am I already out?
Sorry, I had to come to this.
Oh. I'm going to live life in luxury now.
Upper torch, Bishop. Elliot, can you do your Bishop impression? He's been working on it.
Bishop, I like jorking my peanuts.
Pretty good.
You even had the initial confusion at the beginning,
Man, maybe we should have been sponsored by Planters Peanuts. Because he does always talk about jorking them.
We'll remember that. I hope season 2, I want an amount of sponsors at the bottom, so that'll be good.
Everybody comes with their own one sponsor.
Yeah.
There's sponsors.
Speaking of which, since it is the next day and we're at 8 contestants, is this where we finally have everybody give their Tito's vodka speeches?
Not revealed. Oh yeah, Bummy on the Tito's.
Damn it.
Yeah, damn it. You're right.
It had to be revealed.
They can't just randomly talk about Tito's. It's true. Okay.
Most likely I would still be getting Tito's back on Ponderosa, right?
Yeah, you can still get Tito's there.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we have the gross challenge. Could Elliot even participate?
Oh my god, I forgot about this. Okay. The reward challenge is for 8 contestants. I heard about this one. I can't remember which one it was on. I don't know if it was Australia or China, but challengers clean meat from a bone using only their teeth and then put the meat into a bucket. The heaviest bucket at the end of the time wins. And then they also get to keep that bucket of meat, which they can, they switch so choose, keep the germs from it being your teeth.
I would be so good at this. Damn.
Actually eating it, so I think, I would be able to do that.
This is a Bomi and Suzu challenge. Unfortunately, they're not here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ain't see me crush chicken wings.
Crush chicken wings. But I will say this against Bear. We watched him eat wings at the place in New York City. And I called him out on it. I was like, look at your wings. Look how...
Oh, he leaves meat in the middle, doesn't he? He leaves meat in the middle of that.
I do remember this, yeah.
And we're like, you have so much meat left, and he was like, what? And then he ended up finishing it after, but there was so much meat, and he wanted it, except for I called him out on it.
I'm offended.
I think just by proxy of Elliot being so small, he doesn't really have a good shot at this one.
Yeah, I was like, this is bad. This is looking bad for Bear. This is looking terrible for Chrono.
Yeah,
Oh.
Chrono hates.
I don't know anything in the German diet that leads you to eat things off bones.
I mean, he's your guy though.
Yeah. Most for having a large mouth, I don't know. Like,
But you're not eating it, right? You're just
yeah,
taking it off the bone.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Size matter in that.
Yeah.
Brooks says he's
got the skills. This is again thing where like, for all we know, Bray could be. Really
I've never
good at this.
seen Shifty. I have never watched Shifty eat. I don't know if he just goes like he just down on it or if he takes a bit.
He eats like a normal person.
I eat normal in front of people, but when I'm alone, goblin.
Oh my god, yes.
Complete goblin style.
Would you be a goblin in this?
Oh, for money, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, this is you've been out there for we'll say like 2.5 to 3 weeks. And winning this, you get to sleep in a bed and also have access to your Steam library on a Steam Deck.
Yeah,
Is it
for a night.
cool? Is it cool meat or is it like gross meat?
I would probably say it's just like a thing of beef.
It's like probably I don't know. Yeah, or giant turkey.
Like
something.
tomahawk something?
Yeah.
Or maybe like a just
A rotisserie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rotisserie.
thing you just like bite off it.
Funny.
Like I'm getting. I feel like Hashi could be good at this challenge. Do we know any argument against Hashi?
I feel like
I-
Hashi could do that.
Yeah.
I think Hashi could do it, but she ate more meat off the bones than Bear did that night.
But Bomi
but-
still wasn't.
Yeah, but like me and spoke the meat off the bone, like every little bit. It was but clean.
Well, it's disrespectful to the animal not to finish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give testimonials here only because the people who I know talk about eating meat a lot are no longer in the petition.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean-
we were Bear didn't eat chicken wings very well. So I personally think, from what I'm seeing on Twitter, Rook would win this challenge.
It is just a reward challenge, but
Well, I call it X.
Yeah, so yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a challenge. So Rook would win one night in with the Steam Deck and his Steam library.
Does he get to bring the bucket of Rook chewed meat with him, or is it at camp waiting for him?
I don't think Rook has enough animosity to keep the bucket of meat. I think it would be like, here's
Sure, my meat.
yeah, here's the meat.
Everybody gets Rook's like chewed up meat.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe that's what like peace offering.
yeah.
Or like y'all enjoy the meat. I'm gonna go play. I'm gonna go check Final Fantasy if I can raid a little bit while out here.
Yeah, and that is on Survivor. That is a good tactic. Like, if you chew the meat, you're making more space for meat in your mouth.
What?
Like, if you were just like to bite meat off and go straight to the bucket, you could do that. But if you chew it a bit, then you're mushing it down to make room. You know what I'm saying?
Then it takes you longer to take it to the bucket.
You're right. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I'm not on
Yeah.
here.
And for me, I'm just thinking about like the weight. So like, yeah.
Okay. Actual.
Should we run idle thing since that was like a challenge and then night passed because Rook is Rook feels refreshed and he played great video games.
Someone did find an idol.
Uh-oh. Who was it?
I need a number between 1 and 74.
You got this, Elliot.
I hope I do.
It is no. It's Elliot.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Elliot, what do you say to the camera when you find it?
Hold on. Find it.
No one saw me find it?
Yeah.
Not even the camera crew?
I mean, maybe. Important.
I look at him and I go, hell yeah, very quiet.
He says, "This I will finally enact my revenge."
I feel like there's gonna have to be some power plays from everybody else for like someone that doesn't have ability to not be in the top 3, honestly.
Yeah, it just depends on who's feeling the right now. Rook did just win back-to-back challenges. That's pretty dangerous. So maybe people are talking a bit like back-to-back. Might need to do about that.
I could see Shifty not turning on Rook, but I could see him keeping enough of a straight face not to like, say anything bad. He wouldn't contribute conspiracy against Rook. He'd probably just keep a straight face about it.
I believe Elliot did about having, even though they're on different sides, having a bit of tribal loyalty from when they were on the same tribe. They've been together since day one. So maybe he should get Rook's ear about hey, Bear and Hashi are a pretty tight duo, aren't they?
I was gonna ask.
I've seen him smooching. I saw him.
Do we want to reevaluate alliances right now? Because it's.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, but there's 8 people.
I've got them color coded. If you're looking at, yeah, you are. Because I don't. I mean, maybe they got rid of the island, Bray and Elliot, but I don't know how strong that friendship would still be outside of like.
I feel like they were part of the same group, but not necessarily the same alliance type of thing. Where it's like, Bomi was the person about that.
Bray is the only person left that didn't vote for split.
Yeah, but at this point, I think Elliot either start taking names or look past. I mean, that means whoever Elliot votes besides Bray is gonna be like positive in some way. I feel like he's probably more targeting the people who are really responsible for split going. You know, Bear and Hashi.
Yeah,
he could.
Yeah.
I definitely think people are playing from the bottom right now. Like I think Bray and Elliot are kind of on the bottom. They're probably not going to get targeted for a bit. Rook winning 2 immunities back probably puts him up near the top. And I'm not sure when the last time he got a vote wrong was. I think Bear and Hashi are because they're a duo. I think Rook and Shifty are probably seen as a duo right now, so they're probably top threats. I think Baron is kind of a floater and like a loose alliance, like Bear, but nothing like concrete. So I would think that the next targets over the next 2 or 3 tribals would be Rook, Shifty, Bear, Hashi.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
And they would probably be aware of it, unless Baron like starts going on. And Baron's still there, but he hasn't won anything yet.
Yeah. Okay, so.
But some of the people at the bottom wanting to make a play.
And where Bear and Hashi are a couple, I could see Proxy Chrono being safe, at least not getting voted out by them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would gather their votes together per se.
I don't think Chrono's really a target right now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The targets are mainly on people who have the most agency.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like Shifty, Bear, Hashi. But I think if Bear goes, Hashi's agency drops dramatically to where they aren't going to target Bear and Hashi in consecutive rounds. I think her game blows up right now if Bear's gone. Because she doesn't really she's kind of. Well, she hadn't Shifty or anything. She did backstab Elliot and Bray, so I don't think they'd be too keen on working with her. Maybe using her for a vote, but.
Yeah.
She'd probably be aware.
I think they would go after, the gamers would go after Baron Hashi because it's the only strong partnership left. Like, there's no.
And I don't think it'd be hard to convince other people.
Yeah. Okay. That cool. I thought it was just good to reevaluate that.
What is the challenge?
The challenge is.
Right.
They have to. Challengers must lever to hold back a rope, which has a weight on it, and the weight is equal to your weight before you got on Survivor.
So generally, smaller people have an advantage in this because they're losing less weight and their muscle mass stays mostly intact.
Is there anybody small left?
Elliot's small.
I know.
Hi.
I was trying to.
Me?
I think Elliot would have a pretty big advantage for this because of size. I just feel like probably pretty good at it too. I feel like it'd be tough for some people.
I feel like it really comes down to Elliot and Hashi.
Yeah. Because generally, like, the time like a guy wins it, if they're like really like small, like if they're like.
I imagine it's like being able to like channel your lower body, which.
It helps, but it's really just like a matter like the fact just like okay, I weighed 100. It's like I weigh 170 right now.
Yeah.
Like that was like mostly muscle that went on. Like it's just. Meanwhile, Elliot's I weighed 102 pounds when I came here. I weigh 99 pounds right now. Or he doesn't require as much food to maintain his weight.
If I think of it that way.
And Hashi goes to the gym, and so I think that helps her. Because she is just smaller than like most of the guys left.
Yeah, because even with Baron being athletic, the fact that he's a big guy doesn't really help.
Yeah, like you'd have to be a lot of food.
Hoarding all the protein powder on the island.
Yeah, nobody can eat fish but me. He ate the whole bucket of meat that Rook got them.
Dang.
I think for the drama, I want to see someone without an immunity idol win, but I think if I'm being realistic and true to myself, Elliot would win.
I think Elliot's just got too big of an advantage in it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it was around 2, she'd probably be doing pretty good at it.
Oh yeah, she does like yoga and stuff. Like.
But it's just all the smalls are gone.
Yeah.
They're too busy living a life.
Being small, not eating.
Yeah, too busy.
So that gives Elliot immunity, and he already had immunity with the idol. I think the discussion earlier, because I don't see anyone targeting Bray, so I think that alliance is safe because it's kind of like we haven't really done.
I don't think anybody would have targeted Bray or Elliot. I think this is more of like somebody winning and just everybody else is an open target.
Yeah.
So honestly, I do discussion would come down to probably Bear, Rook, or Baron, but I don't think Baron. I feel like every round Baron loses threat because just like why aren't you winning?
In that case, the challenge there is Rook, but I'm curious if Rook has enough loyalty to overpower the people that would vote against him. I think I might have to count it out there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think Shifty would vote against them.
yeah, I don't think Shifty would either.
And I think Rook could talk to Elliot, even though they've been on opposite sides for a while. I think Elliot does still hold a little bit of loyalty to his OG tribe, but them being the last two members. And Elliot kind of being, like, aside from working with Ray for a while, he doesn't really have anybody else to work with.
Yeah.
So he'd probably be like, this is a good time to get rid of Bear. But the fun thing is about a Bray, Elliot, Rook, Shifty alliance is somebody, let's just say Bray, is like, yeah, but what if they had an idol? And you know, each of them know about each other's idols, but they all have all the idols. So they could probably just reach. I don't idol.
Right. Yeah. No way.
I don't idol.
Yeah, probably not.
Like, what are the chances of that?
So if we're narrowing down the list, are we essentially narrowing down votes to Bear and Rook?
So. I would say probably would have discussions about, well, do they have an idol? And it's possible that either Rook or Shifty or both would reveal that each other that they have idols. Be like, yeah, I don't think we have to worry about that. Like, I don't think Elliot feels close enough to people to be like, I have an idol. But I think Shifty and Rook, because they've been working together so much, they'd probably be like, look, he doesn't have an idol. I have it. And then the other would be like, that's crazy.
I think if Rook told, so you're saying Rook would tell Shifty that he has an idol?
I think to ensure his safety and not have to play the idol, he would probably entrust to Shifty the information. I think Shifty would probably respond accordingly, because I think Rook would know that he's a target.
Okay, and I think Shifty would tell him.
I think, so. You don't think she would tell him?
I don't think Shifty has any reason to tell, like, because the only thing he can do to overpower that is...
That's true, because there's no real reason for him. Other than to, like, reciprocate the trust, but... Rook doesn't know.
The only option he has is to get Rook voted out twice, because that's what he'd have to do, and then get Chrono out, and then he does a journey token if that happens, but then you have to get Chrono out twice too. Jeez.
That is true. Chrono had that token. Who has the tokens? Rook, Shifty, Chrono.
Rook, Shifty, Chrono.
I don't think. What do the together do?
3 together is an extra vote, which they don't have. There's no.
What does 2 together do?
2 together is steal a vote.
Okay. That's interesting. I could still get the numbers to vote Bear out, but that may make them want to target Chrono soon after to give them more vote power as the numbers go down. Do you think there's 8 people, right?
Yeah.
Do you think he's confident enough to not play his idol, or do you think he plays it to be safe? Because I feel like they could only reasonably get 4 votes, and Baron and Chrono is just kind of like, I don't know.
So help as a subject matter expert. Do you have to get immunity in advance? You can't do.
You do it after. You votes are read. You do it after the votes are cast. So you don't know what the votes are, and then you play it. But they don't know.
Rook is socially enough aware to know that he's a target right now, so I think he would play.
Do you think they just they maybe try to Chrono and Baron to work with him, but maybe not totally convinced they will? And then just to be safe, Rook just plays the idol. It's just like rather use it, and votes bounce off him back to Bear. Bear goes home for.
That's what I'm thinking. So I was going to tally up the votes, but if I do it right, because I think what would happen is most people would vote Rook, or even if they did, the second the votes are going to be Bear, and if Rook played his immunity, then it's by default going to be Bear.
Travis spoken.
Yeah. Which once again, that's a power play. Rook looks kind of like the king right now, so I think that makes him number 1 target.
Oh man.
Because everybody at TV, at home, holy shit, this guy did it again. He's got the funniest quips, the best timing, winning immunities, and now knocking out other people with crazy idle plays. This dude has to go home or he easily wins.
I'm saying, and it's the only real alliance left. It's really Shifty and Rook, and then everybody for themselves at this point.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Which we'll say it's a strategy called a meat shield, where Shifty might be incentivized to potentially keep Rook around as long as he can to make sure he himself is not a target. Like, it might incentivize him, depending on what happens the next 2 rounds, to even give Rook an idol if it saves Rook, or play his idol for Rook to save him just because more people are targeting Rook, and they have to get through Rook before they can target Shifty. Because at this point, Rook's probably number 1 for chances to win because of the way, and him making flashy play. Shifty's been his right hand man the whole time, so Shifty is right there too. Because if Rook can't win, they're gonna give the other person who played that game the vote most likely.
Definitely.
So he might want to meat shield Rook for a bit and be like, hey, let me see the best way I can keep you around, so I'm okay. Because he might be the target right after.
Well, Shifty doesn't have an immunity.
He has immunity idol. Yeah, he does.
Shifty does.
Yeah. He the one who found it?
I thought it was. Oh, you know what? You're right. I have it. For some reason I had that Chrono had it, but no. Now I remember there was never a point where Chrono found it. Never mind. I remember both gamers had it. Okay. Cool. That must be one of the rearranged people.
I wonder what the next. Let me see. What are we at now? 7?
Yeah, we're at 7. That's familiar. So, but also, do you think, going back to the conversation, do you think Shifty would have told Rook that he also has immunity?
Going back, thinking about it in reverse, I think Rook probably tells Shifty, I'm gonna play my idol.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idol play it tonight, just to reassure, there's no reason to hide an idol if you're gonna play it.
Yeah.
I don't think tell him, because there's not really a reason to right there.
He's a gamer, yeah.
Oh, scandalous.
Yeah. Yeah, I do the same thing. So, it's fine. Okay, so, next day.
Oh, we get into the challenge. I'm trying to think where people are targeting. Think almost everybody is going to target Rook. I think they would, if they could either, if they used the Chrono, that'd be an extra vote, right? I think they'd prefer to get Chrono out if they could, to get a steal vote if possible. But I don't know if they could get the numbers together.
Yeah.
I think it would depend if somebody wants to be their number 3 for a round, just to try to take some of their glory before turning back on them. Because if it's 7 people, 6, 5, 4, there's only 3 votes.
They could talk. I think they could talk Bray into it, because Bray doesn't have a strong alliance or person on the island right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Bray would want to win.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think at this point, with so few people left, we should try to think, what are people's win conditions? Because people are gonna want to play to that. And I think Rook's win condition is make it to the end. I think Shifty's win condition is make it to the end without Rook.
Yeah.
I don't really know what everybody else's is, because they all are kind of floaters. I think to make a big play, he has an idol, so he has a tool to do it. So I think Elliot will have to try to be sneaky and try to make a splashy play before it's too late. He's probably got a round to give before he has to do it, but he needs to do something. I think most people need to eliminate Rook and Shifty and then try to look like they are the ones who are kind of leading it.
1 second. Tommy's computer said that.
Yeah. Sorry, you're probably going Hook.
Well, I'm looking here. I think.
Let's find a way that I can win this.
You're close.
I'm rooting for everybody. Do we think Elliot? So if we're pushing Bray towards I'm gonna have to work with others to get off here or to get close to. And I think Bray needs to work on some ways to win the vote too, because I think even if she got to council, Bray hasn't done enough congenial things to get at council.
Yeah.
Forgot where I was at. Never mind. I was trying to just figure out other people's win conditions.
I feel like the main win condition right now is getting rid of Rook. Mm-hmm. If you can make a splashy enough play or a flashy enough play, then you could hop Shifty in win percentage. Win equity. I was trying to think equity. I think you could hop Shifty if you could get rid of Rook in a flashy way. The only person who has the tool to do that is Elliot. Not that I'm saying he's definitely going to do it. The rest of them might want to group up and pile on votes for Rook.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, he was kind of shadows for a bit, but then he went out, saved himself when people were going after him after he made him threat from winning challenges, and people, they're super jealous. He play on a Steam Deck and lay in and sleep on a
With his Steam library.
yeah.
So you think Elliot would still pair up with anybody, or would they be like a lone point?
I think he'd be willing to attach himself to a vote, but I think he'd also want. He's watched Survivor. He knows how this works. He doesn't want to be a Sue at the end.
Yeah.
He knows he's got him in play. I could even see him trying to convince people he's on their side and vote against him. Maybe not yet, but in a round or two. Then vote against him and bit with an idol.
Mm-hmm.
Most of those people wouldn't be on the council, so they wouldn't be. But also, he would have a flashy play at the last minute to get a surprise elimination. So I could see him bide his time for a play, maybe in 1 or 2 rounds, where it's to a point where the people who would be upset with it wouldn't really be the ones who are voting. Not too many of them would make it on the final tribal council.
Right.
They'd be the ones sitting next to him.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I think.
But I think this might be the last round of a consensus vote. Well, Rook's got to go. And I think even just by being aligned with Rook, if he doesn't win, I could see Shifty being I'm just gonna, I can't, I just gotta go with it. You're out of here. I could see winning 6 if he doesn't the challenge.
Right.
Or find the idol. He has the chance because now there's another idol.
Oh, yeah. You had an idol.
You used it.
Yeah.
Damn, what was I thinking?
I mean, it saved you.
I'm trying to Hashi's win condition because I'm trying to just go down my list here.
I think Kashi to win challenges. I feel like people need to play. They need to make a play. Whether it be if Chrono, Elliot, Hashi, and Baron all got together, voted out the other 2, so then there's less win equity spread around.
Yeah.
That'd be a one. Because I do think Bray and Baron have the lowest win equity, because I guess Elliot would probably be. Well, no. I'm trying to think. If Bray and Elliot were the last one correctly, they'd have slightly more win equity than Baron and maybe Chrono. And I think Hashi would be somewhere in that mix. I think it just depends on who got most votes right.
Yeah.
And also who's on the council to vote for them. Damn.
Okay. Well, with that being said, a random event did happen.
Uh-oh.
Who kissed?
Just talking about it. So we can now enact the hand of God because a contestant is forced to make a game-altering decision in private.
What's the decision?
I mean, this could.
Oh, we get to what it is.
Yeah, we get to. I guess I could roll for it. That'd be even fun actually. Hold on, 1, 2, 3 out of 8, 7 out of 7. Okay, it's good. It's Elliot.
Okay, so maybe that means Elliot does want to use his idol this round to make a flashy play.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to be one to get rid of Rook or save Rook.
Yeah.
Elliot, you could save me. I'll give you one of the triple dips.
One of the what?
Oh, damn! We're down to 5.
We're down to 7.
I didn't see Bray. I'm so surprised. No offense to Bray. I'm so surprised Bray has lasted this long. I don't know.
Well, it's it's not a lot of win equity right now.
Okay.
So, we'll miss at council that Elliot's gonna have to make a game-changing decision.
I mean, it makes it. He's in the middle now.
Mm-hmm. So this was supposed to be the episode where the auction happened, but realistically, I don't know any fun way to roleplay the auction. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. Hold on, I know what I can do.
So instead of a reward challenge, it's an auction.
Yeah. Bray got fuzz.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna choose the worst dish, the best dish. So yeah.
He's just getting Charlie this season.
Bray got the 2 fish eyes, and then let's see. If I'm saying Sam's mac and cheese is the best one. Chrono got Sam's mac and cheese.
He doesn't even like food.
It was a mystery item. He didn't know he was getting it. He's like,
yeah.
He's like, I need mac and cheese. Which I just want to say, from what I understand, some people here really liked Sam's mac and cheese. So
who liked
Chrono
it?
Got it.
Is it Elliot?
There was someone at the beginning of this thing that oh yeah, they're gonna flip Sam's macaroni and cheese, but now I don't know who it was.
I would never take Sam's mac and cheese. It's for Sam.
It's for everybody. It's just her favorite, so it's named after her.
Yeah.
Oh.
She screams when she's being cooked.
So for this contest, or say, there are small platforms in the ocean, and as time goes on, the platform gets smaller and smaller. And it's like a platform you're saying in the ocean.
Yeah, it's going with like the waves, so it's like you kind of have to. It's a tough balance.
Mhm.
It's not too bad when you have 2 feet that are spread like apart, but as they get more narrower or you're on 1 foot, it's just like a matter of like it'd be in less than 30 seconds on 1 foot.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to standing normal, so I get it. So this comes down to pretty much exclusively balance.
Exclusively balance.
Which
Go and push everybody who's still in the game and see how well they handle it. Who's got good balance?
I feel like all the good balance people left. That was Dino, Suzu, Split.
I would bet I have the worst balance in the FC.
Okay. Damn. That sucks because Rook falls off pretty close on stage 2. That's usually when people start falling.
Yeah,
then Rook falls would change people's mindsets. Like, okay, well, he's going home. They're probably a little bit more relaxed unless, like, I'm going to stay up until my caps burst. Because Rook going out is a relief for a lot of people.
Yeah, there's relief here.
How's Hashi's balance? She's clumsy, so probably not great
No,
balance,
Hashi's-
right?
You would think Hashi'd be balanced, but yeah, she's clumsy, so it's
Okay.
She'd be out.
I feel like Baron and Shifty would have pretty decent balance.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't know about Bray. I don't know!
Yeah. I feel like she swims really thin. He was like, well, she actually is not a good swimmer.
Can't swim.
So I don't know. If we find out later on that Bray is really good at being balanced, we'll remember that in Survivor All Stars. But
We'll say if we find out later on she's the best at challenges and super great at balancing, that she found the editing camp, all their Tito's throughout the season, was just playing the entire season drunk.
yeah, that sounds fun. We take a lot on that island.
Elliot, how's your balance? Not even his words are
I-
balanced.
I'm sorry, my game just got super fucky. I got really confused. Balance is okay.
Okay, that's not good.
It's not the worst.
Okay.
I guess Baron and
I feel like it'd be down to Baron and Shifty.
yeah.
Is this when Baron fits one, or do you think Shifty does? I feel like Baron's more lower body.
Baron's that's what I was thinking. I was like, he's more lower body.
I think this is the one Baron finally gets.
This is Baron's win. Which there was no rule in this one, so Baron won that challenge, and he's safe from council. I don't think he was getting voted, but
Probably not.
yeah. I think, yeah. At that time, guilt of breaking Amanda's leg, he channels that into standing on one leg very well. Like, I remember, I know somebody else who only has one leg right now. So he would channel that, and he would stand on one leg.
During it, when he's like standing on the top of one leg, they show like faded like screams of she broke her leg, and just him zoning into balance.
There's like close-ups of her pain that you're trying to figure out how they even got that shot. But, like,
Yeah.
Stop, that's too good.
Show Cameron walking into her. She's like, "What are you doing here?"
Get out!
So Baron won that one, which keeps him safe at elimination or council.
If Baron wins, I'm gonna scream. Not really, but inside.
In pain. Go, Sam, go.
So
Go on.
I think we know who everybody's gonna vote for.
Oh yeah. So I think the thing we can ask is, do we think this? It comes down to if Shifty or Elliot want to save Rook. I don't think Shifty would, because he needs the idol to save himself. Because we're at 7. There's a vote at 6 and a vote at 5. There's no longer a vote at 4. So there's only 3, including this one. There's only 3 rounds. Shifty would only have to make it through one more round to make it to Firemaking. So I think it comes down to, does Elliot want to make his play right now? He's got 3 rounds. Do you think he tries to wait?
The Lord commands that Elliot makes his play right now, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Is this when Elliot's old tribal loyalty comes into play?
This is when Elliot's old tribal loyalty comes to play. And by the hands of the editors, Elliot plays his idol in a crazy move. Most shocking move of the season.
They teased it at the end of last episode.
Bishop Prope says, okay, here are the votes. Anybody have anything they want to play? And Rook just has his hand in his hands, like, oh my god, I was so close. Shifty's like, sucks, I gotta go, but
yeah,
it's for the betterment of my game.
He was expecting Shifty to play his idol.
Well, no, he doesn't know Shifty has an idol.
Oh, yeah.
And then Elliot's like, hold on, Bishop. I've been jorking my peanuts too.
Yeah.
And he pulls out the idol.
Oh my god.
Rook's jaw drops. The entire jury. I'll play it for my buddy Rook. But the question is, who did Rook and Elliot vote for?
Huh. I'm putting my shoes. Let me see.
They can't vote for Baron.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they vote for Bray, because she's been drunk all season.
We can smell it.
Yeah, they're not allowed to talk about it, but they can smell it.
Oh
We're
my
just
god.
more sad than
There's no
anything.
way. Would Rook have voted for Elliot?
No, I don't think Rook would have voted for Elliot.
Would Rook have voted for Hashi?
I think it'd be Hashi or Chrono. I
Chrono.
think Elliot like probably comes to Rook at some point through the day and is like, hey, I'm trying to get a vote to save you, because whatever, because tribal some shit. He doesn't say anything about his idol.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're Chrono or Elliot. Who's hold on, who's right now? You have that list? Do we like know the order people went home?
Shit. I probably
Very
should've-
important.
Yeah. Hold on. What's
Here, I got it. Okay. Started today. Home first, Bomi.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it went Bomi, Bear. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So those are the four on. So split was green. What was Suzu? Suzu was yellow.
Suzu's yellow, yeah.
Bomi, Bear. Okay.
Oh, how did Suzu go? What happened to her?
What did she do? I think she was too much of a tryhard.
Oh.
I think they had to vote out one of the gamers.
Oh, I see.
I think it'd be Chrono. They're from the same tribe, so I don't know if it makes a difference.
I think it would.
Who do you think gets more votes between them from people right now? I think that'd be who.
So
they
if I'm looking at who's a council, which is very low, but probably in the back of most people's minds, because most people are voting just like it's voting for Rook. But if I'm looking at who's the biggest council threat, I do think of who's in council right now, they would vote Chrono.
I think Elliot would be cool voting Chrono because he's actually.
And that is it, gamers, because that means.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Hashi helped get her split. Is this when Elliot says, "Fuck you"?
Yeah.
Like, does he say he still hold on to that, even though he's gotten rid of he's Bear at this point? Does he say that's not enough? First I eliminate your boy, now I eliminate you too.
What I'm thinking is that it would come to Hashi. I don't think Chrono and Elliot would have voted the same.
You know what?
I think
That's a good resume for Elliot. Knocks out power couple.
it was good. The vote is Elliot would have voted, but then I'm thinking Rook would have voted Chrono. Is the problem I think I'm running into here.
Well, I think, yeah, I guess Elliot probably say you gotta vote. Actually, Elliot probably could have said you gotta vote Shifty. I'm seeing people to vote Shifty instead, and Rook probably out of salvation would do it. It's possible they could vote Shifty because Shifty is the number 2 threat after Rook. And maybe Elliot's just trying to usurp Shifty's role here and get a surprise knockout on Shifty. Because I don't really think, other than saving Rook, I think it would help if he voted out the biggest possible player.
And we don't think, and Shifty wouldn't have played his immunity idol, so it wouldn't matter.
I don't think they'd be coming because the only people who'd know about this are Elliot and Rook.
Okay, I like that idea because I think where I was going, that they would have stones or something. So, yeah.
The prize, Shifty gets knocked out. Rook says, "Sorry, bro, gotta save myself."
Yeah. God, I think that's what happens here. Yeah.
Man, Elliot just made a massive play.
Puts it down to.
We're at 6.
Any final words for Shifty?
He just leaves quietly.
I shirk you. He takes the buster with the Vuln.
That's what you say to him. Like, you get up to give him a handshake and you're like, shirk. I think Shifty would have respect for the move. I don't think Shifty would be a salty voter.
Yeah.
When we talked about being a salty voter, I think Shifty would respect the level of game it takes, while Suzu would be like, wow, Bomi's such a bitch.
Let's see. Okay, did I already mark them out? Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Man, that brings Bray, the only one left of yellow team.
Dang. The final survivor. There are 6 people left. I think with that, I'd a little bit of win equity from winning a challenge. But if I had to rank right now, I'd go Rook is probably still Rook and Elliot are like 1 and 2 is so that I feel like it rockets Elliot up to the same level as Rook, so it puts them both top 2 threats.
We also knocked out every immunity too.
Yep. Yeah, they're all gone. Who would be Baron right now? Baron or Hashi maybe? Or Chrono? I think they're all kind of in the same
I
area.
will say, and I won't reveal it at the end, but the person who I thought was gonna win is still here. This is I'm curious, but the other, yeah. I think as who's here it probably is Rook, Elliot, and then Baron. Because I think Bray and Hashi are still, and there's not much problem is there's not much game for them left to play.
There's so little.
Yeah, game left to play, and then Krona did some stuff, but that was all of the game, which she's not.
It's what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
I mean Hashi up. She's got like the big turn to get rid of Split.
Mm-hmm.
So Hashi does have that.
Yeah.
Maybe Hashi is.
Is there any?
And then the question will come up: did Elliot play it one round too soon?
Oh, but it had to happen.
He had to do. It's better in my eyes. It's better to try to get first than to just be resigned for third.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the only one with like a tool to do it. So I think.
Also, this is great TV because like knocking out Shifty Light with an idol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna be tough season for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. People are gonna make. Did you see Elliot make that play?
Surprised myself.
Like this is an impactful play that people now believe in trans rights again.
Mm-hmm.
That's how big of a play it is.
Wow, the game changer, world changer. The only alliance left is Rook and Elliot, but at the same time, there's so little of the game left. Alliances don't really mean a lot.
Yeah.
Like at this point, it's like your alliance. Like I'm gonna have to vote for you in 2 days. So.
Yeah, the other four probably will get rid of those two.
Mm-hmm.
Out of possible with Elliot previously working with Bray so much that he could convince her. Because she's drunk.
Yeah. I think Chrono has some immunity here because I think he could bring up that he has a journey token, and he says if you get rid of me, that means you just gave Rook another idol.
That is true.
Yeah.
And that does make Chrono want to get rid of Rook because those things are about to expire. You don't have those for much longer. So yeah, Chrono might be safe. Just like a situation like I'm gone, Rook guaranteed finals.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So that probably puts priority to get rid of Rook. And then potentially get rid of Chrono and Elliot would be like the top two they target because Chrono would have an idol.
Mm-hmm.
So those are probably the three people they'd be. Chrono obviously after Rook.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Or something like that because it would have an idol, so they'd want to try to sneak it.
So we have a reward challenge.
Is this the big one?
It's the big one. This is a mini challenge where I don't know. I guess I gave the description earlier, so I hope you can fill in the blanks. A mini obstacle challenge where a ball needs to be thrown into a small platform and stay there. That's all.
Okay.
I must have.
I think it's where you have to do a small obstacle course. Then at the end, throughout the obstacle course, you get like a ball or two.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like imagine like something 10 to 12 feet tall that has it's just like a 12-foot tall pole that has something coming out of like the side of it. The top, and you have to throw a ball and get it to land and stay on the top.
Okay, so this is physical and also throwing again. Ability to throw.
It's not really throw, it's like more people with like it's just like you're not as accurately as it would be like basketball kinda. It's more of like has the right of force to get it up there, but not get it up there so roughly that it bounces off. Like you just kind of like gentle. I think it's like mostly finesse.
I think there's a Baron sweep. Looking at it.
He is pretty damn tall.
Yeah. Athletic, tall. And I don't know anybody who's super has a lot of finesse left, so I feel like if they're all on equal terms.
I think Elliot has the biggest disadvantage here because he's the furthest from it.
Yeah. We got two.
Yeah, I could see Baron having a really good chance at this one. It is just a reward
challenge. So I would say this is Baron's reward. What does Baron win? Baron wins.
Tell him.
Baron wins a dinner date for 3, sponsored by Taco Bell and Tito's Vodka on the Oasis. Tito's and Doritos Locos Tacos, sponsored by Tito's and Taco Bell, and takes place at the Sanctuary, where good things happen.
I'm glad you got that quote down.
Very good, very good.
I did my
Did your research.
So this he does choose 3 people for this dinner date, which is interesting. Who would Baron choose for this dinner date? I feel like Chrono's more of like he's the third.
You think he takes Bray over Hashi?
I think he would do like jury management.
That's a good point. Could, but he could also. He's a guy who hasn't been on a reward.
That's true. Yeah, I was like, a good gamer would be choose the people that are probably gonna go home. But yeah, who would you choose? Your people.
So Rook's been on
Chrono went on a journey. That's not a reward. But he went on a journey.
went on a reward.
Yeah.
And he took, so those two would be out. So it'd be between Hashi and Bray.
Oh yeah, Hashi and
He takes tough. Sometimes they people. Wait, hold on. I think I know.
Yeah, it was
Let
a
me-
deciding factor because I'm kind of like.
I think Hashi because Chrono, Baron, and Hashi are all from the same tribe, and they've all not been on a reward challenge.
Oh, they are
They're
all
on
from
a
the same
reward.
tribe. Look at that.
I think he says purple power, and he takes them.
Valalilai strong.
He
Toilet
says, "Hey, let the old crew back together, like the good old days."
Dinner
Fuck
Date
those
for
other
Three,
people.
sponsored by Taco Bell and Tito's Vodka on the Oasis, Tito's and Doritos Locos Tacos, sponsored by Tito's and Taco Bell at the Sanctuary, where what?
Good
Good
things happen.
Okay, I could see that. That's good. That's good. I don't.
Make Bray mad. Does it make her mad enough? This is the biggest reward of the season.
Yeah.
She loves all of that.
All of that.
All of it. She absolutely loves a dinner date for three, sponsored by Taco Bell and Tito's Vodka. On the Oasis, Tito's and Doritos Locos Tacos, sponsored by Tito's and Taco Bell, the Sanctuary where good things happen. She loves that. That's her favorite thing.
That's her
Oh
favorite.
my god.
That'd be in her dating profile of favorite things.
That is true, and I think.
Especially when she wants to be more drunk and have Taco Bell.
That's the thing.
Well,
I think Rook would.
take.
I think Rook wouldn't buy this.
I don't think Rook or Elliot would be surprised.
Yeah.
Live in Texas, so it's like Tito's is like not for me.
It's just I don't think the other two they weren't gonna go. I think Bray would be upset because it's just like what the fuck. I haven't had anything all fucking season.
Exactly. This is where she becomes the villain.
I didn't do nothing to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe she gets pretty mad at Baron, like fuck this guy. And maybe being stuck like
attacks women.
He does. He attacks women. No one will attack her. Baron.
Yeah.
And she's there with Rook and Elliot saying like, man, I can't believe they do that to you. Like, that's up. They'd be saying that for hours, like 3 hours. They'd be talking like, I cannot believe he did that.
Yeah, they're eating the leftovers of the mouth meat, talking about how fucked up it is.
Yeah. No, they're out of mouth meat. They ate all of it.
Yeah, never mind. They're saying that's fucked up animal mouth meat.
Yeah, we're sitting here hungry, and they're eating Taco Bell and Tito's. You're out of Tito's.
Do you think they would well, I guess they can't. This is just a reward challenge, but do you think that they would conspire here?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I think both groups of three are inspiring. I also think that the people left at camp would look for the idol.
Okay, yeah. Let me do that with the English.
There's one more. There'll be one more idol in play.
Baron take.
He took Hashi and Chrono because they're all from the same.
Producers are asking. They didn't find an idol for good TV. Do we need to make them find an idol?
No, there's still one more day. They have a chance to find it.
Okay.
But I would say the people who stayed and looked would have an advantage over the people who didn't, because they've already looked in some places. So I would roll them with an extended day looking for an idol versus the people who are on reward right now.
Okay. I gave it a pretty generous margin when I rolled, but it didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They still have one more day because this was just the.
Yeah.
Tomorrow would be the actual challenge day.
Oh man. Okay, so the challenge's pretty simple. You get a bag of some different links that hold little platforms. Essentially, make a tower of cylinders and platforms, like building blocks. But the cylinders are shaped, so you have to figure out how you line them to make the platform correctly.
Yeah. So they're just trying to make let's say each of them has to be 8 inches. Have to be 8 inches tall. That maybe 1 or 2 are 8 inches, but others might be 1, might be 7, might be 2, 3, 5. And you just have to put them all together and then stack them. Put them all together, put the platform down, then do the next one, making 3 layers of it. It's a puzzle, but who can eyeball the size is the best.
Right.
Do you think people who are more crafty would be able to eyeball the proper amount of inches easier?
Yeah.
Because I imagine if you craft a lot, you'd be like, oh, it's about 6. Yeah. Or you could tell, that and that probably make about that.
This is very much a Syl challenge, but she's not.
Not here.
Let's see. So if it comes to that, because it's that thing where I guess we have to take that into consideration because I'm looking at there's people everybody here is generally good at puzzles.
This is a different kind of puzzle that I feel like you would have an advantage if you craft more or have a lot of measuring you have to do in life. Because I've heard rumors you're a bit of a cosplayer. You could probably eyeball roughly the size that you would need for something, right? So I would think the people who probably have the biggest advantage in this would be the two biggest cosplayers left, which is Elliot and Baron.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. Yeah.
So it'd be between Elliot and Baron, because Baron helps Syl a lot. I know that, and then Elliot cosplays
A little bit.
Just for a little while.
Enough to where if everybody's doing this puzzle, you would have the advantage would matter. That's what I was saying. I don't think there's any other factors that would make a clear winner, or if I should roll for those.
Steady hands.
I don't know about either of their steady hands.
Let's
No.
call Baron right now, wake him up in the middle of the night and say, hey, quick, FaceTime and show us your hands, and we'll see how still they are.
This might be one I should just roll for, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Do odds, Barons, evens, Elliot. This is an Elliot one.
Oh, shit. What an upset. Is that Elliot's first immunity? I know he won a reward before. No. Did he win an immunity? Yeah, he won. This is a second immunity. Challenge beats little guy Elliot. He's a regular Sue out there.
Very youthful Sue. This makes Elliot immune at tribal. And voting begins.
So, we didn't talk about who Baron Hashi
wait,
talked about.
Before we get too far.
Idol search?
No, there was a random event and an injury.
How are people getting hurt so much?
Just happens. Let's see.
Someone break a leg?
Another one.
Baron broke Bray's leg. He got mad that he lost. So he was like back to kick something, and Bray was like, "Oh, is that a nickel?" Walked in front of him and got our legs absolutely just chopped.
No.
Emergency evac.
Bray found a very nice stash of perfectly preserved canned food. That was it.
How?
It just said a contestant finds a stash of hidden food. Or a very valuable food source.
Huh.
But so what would be a good very valuable food source? Canned food would make sense. You need a can opener. And then it's like, well, you could find mangoes and coconuts everywhere, I'm sure, but you make this interesting.
Well, she had been stealing vodka from the editor's camp. Maybe she found where they hid the food and got a little bit of food, some snacks, some
granola bars, some hot pockets. To put them out in the sun, they'll heat up enough. It'll do better than nothing.
Bray steals more from the camp. Producers are now aware and told her, "Hey, if you do it again, you're out of here."
Okay, but
she's still got plenty of Tito's stashed away.
That'll work. So
if you weren't here, Bray's been drunk all season. That's why she can't win challenges.
Is this real? Is this canon?
Yeah.
Because we don't know how well she does this stuff, so to make it fair of her abilities, she's just absolutely shit-faced the whole time.
And now has a stash of Tito's and Hot Pockets. The Hot Pockets gotta go soon, though, obviously, because...
They gotta go soon, but people can smell it on her breath.
They like the Philly cheesesteak ones, they're really smell. Anyway, but along with that...
Last chance for Idol, probably.
I'll roll for Idol. It's too good.
Might be Rook's do or die moment, potentially.
Is there a factor for producer interference to make sure that it's good TV?
Unfortunately, no. But if you're a fan favorite, we could give you a season with a bunch of idiots later, where you'd be guaranteed to win like they did for Boston Rob.
And if you're Sabrina Carpenter's favorite, you get $100,000.
Ooh, you might be Sabrina Carpenter's favorite.
I did go see her in...
What?
She is a singer.
I did go see her. Sorry, we heard it all in the tone.
Yeah, so that is possible. While coming back from the dinner was earlier, right?
It was the
day before. While coming back from dinner, after drinking way too much Tito's, Hashi did fall and scrape her knee. It wouldn't have affected the challenge. It's literally just a knee scrape, the most minor injury ever. But it's something we need to consider. And then, as far as who found the idol,
if it was found.
It was found, and Baron found it.
Oh, Baron did?
Baron found it.
Damn, that could be useful. What do we think Chrono, Hashi, and Baron talked about when they were at the Tito's and Taco Bell sanctuary trip?
All their good memories, obviously.
I also have to play some game, too.
Yeah, this far from Valalai.
Yeah. Valalai. They said they'd be the worst. Now look, half the final six.
They were the third place team when I initially sized them up, yeah. So, I'm wrong.
Okay.
The team I thought was gonna win has only one person on it.
Not the member you'd think of. Think. I'm assuming it'd be pretty straightforward, where they just like Rook, Elliot. Like I don't think there'd be a lot of. I think they're all in the same spot.
Yeah.
I could see Bray being really damn salty that Baron didn't take her.
She doesn't get any of the Tito's or Hot Pockets.
She doesn't get any Tito's or Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
I think it would put the pressure to make it not go to Rocks to convince Bray to vote with them and not vote with Elliot and Rook.
Okay, so at dinner they'd be talking about like, hey, we've got to smooth things over with Bray.
Probably because they don't want it to be a 3-3 tie, and they want to make sure Bray's head is in, drunk Bray's head is in the right place.
Yeah.
Not being like, fuck y'all, I'll vote with the people who've been telling me to vote with them all day. Because she's been pissed. She's been listening to two people try to manipulate her all day. She's shit-faced. She lost her left sock a week and a half ago. Hasn't found it.
It's been having to switch socks every other day, so
Yeah.
it's weird. I do think like you have the whole hey fuck them, I don't like them. I can't believe well freak them because it's Survivor, they can't cuss. Darn them, and take me and Rook and Elliot be like yeah, them too. I agree. I think maybe the next day, Chrono, Hashi, Baron could talk some sense and be like, hey, listen, you can't.
Yeah.
I don't know what was told to you the other day, but here's what you've got to do.
I think she could probably go for it for a round, but she still might have a target on Baron.
Yeah.
Preference might be voting out Baron before Elliot even.
Okay. Who do we think that Baron, Chrono, Hashi, and now Bray are voting for?
I mean, there's only one option.
Yeah, Elliot, right?
Yep. He does have the immunity necklace. So unfortunately, I think Rooks stay in, but I think he probably gives a Sabrina Carpenter reference on the way out.
Yeah. Do you at least guarantee the Sabrina Carpenter?
Maybe he says once he's with me is cool, but imagine two though.
I said you motherfucker.
It's gonna be motherfucker.
Yeah. Heartbreak is one thing, but my ego's another.
So good.
Wow. This is those some strong people, man.
Is your winner still in?
My winner is still here, yeah.
Oh shit, the final five.
Da-na-na-na.
So, hold on. If you're looking at the sheet, does challenge I have for 4 contestants, like, is there still going to be a challenge after this?
There's a 5 and then there's a 4.
Okay, is my
but there's
finale,
not a vote at 4.
I guess the finale is what I have for 4, is that correct? Or should that be more like...
I answered trivia about all the previous. Let's see who was paying the most attention and playing the broadest social game.
Yeah, that's something I saw and came up with. I thought that was cool.
Okay. More challenges. We have this one's for immunity. The next one is the final 4 one is technically for immunity, but really you're just picking the 2 people to go into fire. They try to make fire against each other to go to the final 3.
Okay. I just want to make sure I got that right.
Yeah.
5 contestants left. Wow. These are not the 5 contestants I thought would be here. Except for one of them.
Except for one.
Yeah.
Chrono. Admit it.
So for this challenge, or the reward challenge, which is to roll a ball up a board and into a plinko board, you are solving a puzzle, and you cannot work on the puzzle unless the ball is rolling. So this is like management and also obviously solving a puzzle.
It has, unfortunately, if this was just purely a skee ball type game, Elliot's pretty decent at skee ball, but it's not. Anybody can do what this is basically just launching a ball up and waiting for it to come back down while doing a puzzle.
So I'm gonna make a vote here. I'm gonna make a plea here for Hashi. Hashi loves time management games. I've seen her play them. I feel like
that is true, but she also gets extremely stressed when we play games that come down to the wire.
Yeah.
I'm not leading any which way for any of the 5 people, so if you feel like Hashi would be good at it, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I think this could be a good Hashi win, because I think this is a problem we're running into, where everybody here is generally good at puzzles. Don't have like a clear like aficionado. So I feel like that would give like the slight advantage.
Okay.
Simple. Reward for this is she has to choose somebody else for this. Is that they receive a dinner prepared by Chef Blitzen, and the best part, they are entertained by a very special dinner guest, the next Hokage, Joey Sherrod.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And only Rook was here for this.
Who would Hashi take on this?
That's tough.
For some reason, I didn't expect it was going to be Joey Sherritt since it was Chef Blitzen. I thought it was going to be dinner guest Meatball, and Meatball was going to entertain.
That would have been so good.
Meatball's already been featured.
Yeah.
She does do a lot of tricks, though. She's been practicing.
Yeah, she'd go on Survivor. Who's Hashi taking to dinner? I'm trying to see.
Doesn't take Elliot.
Does not take Elliot. Still have Rook on the list.
You take Baron to be like, thanks for that last one. You got me Tito's and Taco Bell. Does she take Bray? Although Bray doesn't much care for her right now.
I could see, because I was thinking about it. It's like, see Hashi trying to, a little bit of a gamer here. Like, let's get my jury vote. But it is true. I don't think that would I don't know if that would smooth it
I
over.
feel like you also want good vibes.
What happened between Bray and Hashi?
Hashi, Hashi got to Bray's mad at Hashi, Chrono, and Baron, mostly Baron, because they went to go have Tito's and Taco Bell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's more like, fuck y'all could go on this, and I didn't.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know. Because I could see her taking Bray, because I think Bray's the one that would vote against her.
But if she's worried about that, she feels they have a solid 3 with Baron, Hashi, and Chrono.
I feel like...
So, like, does she care about that?
Yeah, she might just take Chrono.
Okay.
So...
Is it just for one other person?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Chrono and Hashi get a very special dinner prepared by Chef Blitzen, and they're entertained by Joey Sherritt.
Bray's more pissed now. Bray's like, fuck you, Hashi. I hate you.
Yeah, I should have worked with Elliot and Rook, but Rook's gone now. Alright, contestants.
Well, is this the last? Let's see. This is the last round. Idols would be usable. Did Baron found them. Okay, so there's an idol left. Okay.
Oh yeah, I just put has idol.
Yep.
Has the community idol. My bad. So let me roll for keep coughing. My bad. No random event, no injuries. She does have a scraped knee. I don't think that's gonna matter too much because the challenge is to carry cups through an uneven terrain field on a little fondue fork, put it onto a tower, and you must start the all over if your tower of little cups falls. Sue wasn't Sue good at this? You were saying?
I don't remember who won last season. Elliot. That one. That.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was Rachel.
Yeah, I think it's
it was Rachel.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think it was Rachel and then Sam.
Yeah.
This is persistence. I don't know.
I mean, I had a little bit of luck in this. I think with the people left that are sober.
I do have luck stat written down for everybody, so we could go by that if we wanted.
I feel like luck stat should influence RNG, not just who wins overall.
Yeah.
Cause like they can flow over from stuff like wind hard, cause it is out on the beach. Wind do be there.
When do we do?
So if luck stat, we cannot. There's somebody here who's actually unlucky. It cannot be Hashi. So it would be between the 4, I would say. Baron, Chrono, Elliot, Bray. Bray's a loose cannon, Is she drunk for the challenge, or was she just drunk enough to where
She was like the perfect drunk to like have no nerve about it.
like how you're good after like 2 beers, but not 3.
Or like an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Or calm hands.
What?
That's so funny.
Do we want to leave it up to the gods? Just four-sided die?
Yeah, we can do that.
Well, I'll after we find out the winner and then discuss something.
If we leave it up to the gods, it was Chrono.
And Chrono coming in clutch.
That was mutant ad idol. He has immunity
I
tonight.
would say, well, there are 3 people who want to get rid of Elliot. There's also the question of who is the best, who's been making fires for them, and who's the best at it, because that's also where there's a threat right now.
Baron's making. He knows how to make a fire.
He didn't he on like a government making stuff too?
Yeah.
Okay, making fires. They might be a little bit wary of Baron's potential to win as well. I mean, actually, it's the obvious vote. This would be one of the seasons where, like, oh, it's exciting, but then, like, all the bidders just got knocked out one after the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one where it's just like, he got shifty too fast, but he was so close. I just don't see a way Elliot could convince them not to vote for him. Like, because even if Baron's good at fire making.
So here's
well,
if I'm down to like literally who's voting. I think Baron. I think Baron would vote Elliot because Chrono would vote Elliot. Well, no, Chrono would probably vote. I could say Chrono Baron.
I think the idea is, who do you think the top two are right now? Like to win? Is it Elliot and Baron?
Yeah.
What's the best path to get rid of Elliot and Baron? Because if Baron is the one who's been like the kicking fire, then are you just fucked? Because he's just gonna win Firemaking if you throw him in?
Well, here's what I'm thinking actually.
Or do you just say we can't even give Elliot the chance?
Okay, sorry, I had to cough there. Well, here's what I'm thinking. Without getting too into it, if it comes down to Elliot and Baron has idol.
Yeah, he's gonna
no matter what. So that leaves Elliot getting voted out.
I think the votes still matter though.
Yeah, this does.
I think just plays it, and it's probably just like 3 votes Elliot anyway.
I think it would be mostly on Baron, but I think the fact that there still would be a vote for Elliot, like it could be just Baron voting for Elliot.
I don't think Hashi would vote for. I don't see why Hashi would vote for Baron. Hashi has a grudge against Elliot. I think Elliot's just a much bigger threat than Baron. I think they just show eliminate Baron later, even though there's only one more chance. I think they take randomness of Firemaking and hope that maybe somebody can just luck into it, beat Baron, and not leave Elliot to it. I think it's just like, let's just get rid of Elliot and we'll deal with the Baron problem tomorrow.
Okay. Who do we think Chrono, Elliot, and Bray vote for?
I mean, I vote Elliot.
Yeah.
I think Elliot and Bray probably vote Baron. Or, yeah, probably Baron for being a Firemaking threat. Otherwise, I think Elliot would vote for Hashi. But I think if Baron's the one who's been making fire, I think they vote for him.
Yeah, and then we're going to vote against Elliot because they have a semblance of an alliance.
Well, yeah, Bray's too pop with the others.
Yeah.
And then, so Elliot, Baron plays his idol. He blocks with 2 votes, but it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
So nobody's really pressed by the play, but they're like, yeah, I mean.
So, Elliot, do you have any final words? That's it. That is good for Yasawa.
Yeah.
I got a lot further than I thought I would. I thought it was going to be out like second or round.
You almost won.
I almost won. Dang.
I really like the idea that we're at the final 4 and Bray is here somehow.
Drunk?
She's drunk. She's like Sue, but instead of youthful, she's drunk.
Yeah. Like, someone up here, because I thought it would be funny to have Bray here and not Bishop. Wow.
Bray's big reveal at the end. It's going to be like, I was actually sober the whole time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I didn't make too big of a target.
We were like, okay.
So
winning immunity there. I think that probably has him slightly ahead of Hashi, but still behind Baron, maybe? It's close. I think it's, I think
they're not based on my list, like literally Baron, Bray, Hashi.
I think Hashi might be above Bray. Because Bray being on the wrong side of the boat here probably hurts her. But,
we're on the final contestant challenge.
Yeah, what's the challenge? Oh, it's trivia.
Yeah, I saw that and I thought this was really clever because it seemed like a fun one for people in RSC, which is that players, of these 4 contestants, the players must answer trivia about all the previously eliminated contestants to see who was paying the most attention and playing the broadest social game.
I think Chrono pays the best attention out of everybody there.
Yeah.
I think this is a competition. I think Chrono sweeps. Baron would be good.
When I thought of this like challenge, I think there are a lot of detail-oriented people in this round of survivors. So I did not think that it would be down to this. It's kind of when at the music challenge, I didn't think about the fact that like there's some music people in RFC. So yeah, Chrono wins the challenge. And with that, who's going to decide who he brings to the final 3?
So I think Baron's in Firemaking. Does he put in himself to try to beat Baron, thus guaranteeing he wins the whole season? Or do you think he's like, well, Baron didn't really do that much more than I did, or we had a similar game, so I'm not going to risk my game for it? And then if he does that, does he just throw in Hashi, or not Hashi, does he just throw in Bray? Or does he throw in... I think if he doesn't throw himself in, I think he throws in Bray, because Bray could see like, oh, he's getting a lifeline to try to beat Baron, and then I'll have like some win I could try to say like, this is why I should win. It's kind of like a, Bray, that like she needs to do something to win.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna vote for Hashi or for Baron because they didn't take her on those trips. Like she missed out on Taco Bell and Joey Sherritt because of them.
True, she did.
So it's like a guaranteed vote. Would be she gets eliminated. It's a guaranteed vote for Chrono, in my eyes. And also Chrono getting 2 back-to-back wins to end the season would look pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think rather risk averse. I think he would just throw in Bray.
I agree with that. I mean, I have no argument to that. That's that's completely sound logic to me. So Chronos taking Hashi, like
Final 3 and making Baron and Bray do fire.
okay. So we established that there's Baron's the one making the fires because we know this about him. Do you think I should still make a small chance that Baron could lose, or is this a shoo-in?
Yes, a small chance
I
that
need Bray to win this.
Bray snuck a Tito's to help light the fire.
Yeah.
Like once the lit, it is not going out.
What do you think? Okay, so I'm thinking. Tell me if I'm talking to the producers here. I'm gonna roll 20-sided die.
1920.
1920.
One? Oh my god. Oh
Was
my
it
god.
a 20? Was it a nat 20?
For nat 20.
Oh
for
my!
top 3.
Upset of the year. Baron gets knocked out. The wind was blowing, but it didn't stop the alcohol from keeping the flame.
I can imagine Baron being like literally like, what the fuck?
Fucking cheated. And then you hear Bomi yell, "Shut the fuck up, you woman beater!"
Yeah, he beats women.
Legs even.
Bomi's got a shirt with Amanda's face on it. It says, "Do it for her."
Yes. Yes.
That's crazy. Made it to top 3.
Jesus.
So funny.
That's television right there.
Oh my God.
Season's back, baby.
You thought you were sleeping. This is what they teased at the end of last episode. I'm telling you.
In a shocking twist no one saw coming.
Yeah.
They don't do their Survivor.
You know?
Survivor, they don't show in the show, and they're like lies.
So
They'll just like people talking and be like, "New alliance was formed," and it never happened. Because you're like, what the fuck? Why are they making an alliance? And then you watch the episode, it's like, that didn't get mentioned at all.
So what is as to why she should win Survivor? She has the Tito's and Hot Pockets.
He gets through it like she's Rick and Morty, where she's burping a lot.
Yeah.
And she's fucking wasted. That is interesting.
Didn't do anything wrong. Didn't do anything bad my entire life.
Didn't get to go on a single reward challenge.
Yeah.
Played from the bottom the entire time.
Yeah. Honestly.
And and German. Germans are known to burn things.
It's true.
And firemaking.
Yeah.
Beta took it back for the women.
Yeah. For the culture.
And Bishop Probst, like, oh, those are a lot of good points. Like, he's like into it.
Yes, I think you win. You know. So
I don't know about you guys, but I'm with this after this. Pretty amazing.
So Bray, I would say Bray is the underdog for fun.
Yeah.
What is Hashi's wedding speech?
What is Hashi's winning speech?
It's not convincing. Like wouldn't be because she just hasn't earned it. You know.
Women.
Okay.
Well, Hashi didn't do anything. She did vote for split.
She votes split, so I think automatically, she's not getting Elliot.
Yeah.
I don't think salty about it. I think Elliot's salty for split.
Yeah, split was supposed to be here. What's her? What is she? What is just that? You know, she's had her mistake, learned from past experiences.
Is she from the middle? New wind alliances, and was on the right side of quite a few votes. Not acknowledging that she's also on the wrong side of a couple votes.
Yeah.
But probably something like that.
Made some mistakes. We'll do better. After this, I get $25 gift card to Chili's. And then Chrono speech. Just that
He was responsible getting rid of the last people left by winning immunity. He was the one who put Baron in fire. Even if Bray did, but Chrono knew that she would sneak in alcohol.
He's been a player, you know.
Yeah, he didn't anybody in the game. Like he never really. I'd say his game was probably loyalty.
Yeah.
Where he didn't really the entire game. I think he played a very like old school type game. He could probably on. I don't think he'd do it. But in the world where he gets extra sassy against people, he could probably really on when Hashi did help vote out. Even though Chrono's part of it, Chrono's like, I was never their alliance. Hashi was.
Yeah.
Like I've people I said I'd stay true to.
Won't that lose him some jury votes? Wouldn't that lose him some jury votes for lying to his line about
He's lying?
Wasn't he part of the alliance?
You just not telling the whole truth.
Yeah, he was part of. He was split.
Okay.
He wasn't like one of the people who made the plan. He just also threw a vote at split.
Oh,
But
okay.
he didn't like from one to another to do it. Well, like Hashi did, because I was so distraught from not getting to see Arcane. Well, me and Bone would not stop talking about Meatball.
That makes sense.
So do we go down the peers and see who they would vote for?
Let's go in order.
Okay, that's fun.
So like Baron first, then Ellen Rook.
Okay, would Baron fight Chrono? Or do you think he do you think he understands this was freak circumstances?
I think he going in if he didn't, he was gonna go in.
Yeah.
He'd probably accept it. I think he'd probably vote for Chrono.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he'd respect Chrono's game more than Drunk Bray.
Yeah.
Let me add to Bray's name on my list so we can specify that this is not Sober Bray. Sober Bray can be on a
Love
different
that.
season.
Yeah.
Maybe we could have Amanda and Shelly on the same season.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That'd be funny, yeah.
What if she did? Oh Jesus.
Same tribe even.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
God.
if it's just Shelly, it's like, wasn't that a here literally last season?
Shelly is over
I
here
think we
now.
have Amanda and Shelly and Bobby all on the same team.
Oh yeah.
Bobby would want to murder me one day and then love me the other. But the moment I turn to Shelly, he's like, I don't know that woman.
Yeah.
No, Shelly's entity in this one.
Yeah. So
Oh,
But you're both Bobby.
Oh my god.
It's quite the rivalry between Amanda
love
and
triangle,
Shelly.
if you-
And Bobby's like, no, I prefer Amanda. And Shelly's like, you don't know what you prefer.
Yeah. Yeah. What even is
You
your?
don't know what you want. Oh, he'd hate that. I love that though. That's really
So funny.
I think Baron votes for either Chrono out of respecting his game more, or Drunk Bray for beating him in fire. One of the two.
I think at the point it makes sense for him to vote Chrono, but I also think Baron would have a sense of humor and could possibly. I could see voting for Bray. I really actually could. Being like, yeah, sure. She's been.
I think
bitter-
Hashi's
no
gonna
bitter
have a
votes?
tough time because she's burned too many people.
Yeah.
Elliot, I think a similar thing where he'd either vote for him and rivals.
Yeah.
He'd either vote Chrono for the game or Bray for voting with him, but I think he'd probably respect the game more than just the vote.
Bray didn't vote for
split.
Yeah.
That's true, but I don't think its entire vote would be based off of split. It's possible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It wouldn't be Hashi, unfortunately.
No.
Rook
Rook would vote. He was against the whole time. Bray didn't vote with him, which made him go home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's Chrono.
My-
Hey, Elliot.
My computer.
Who does Shifty vote for?
Here, I'm gonna live tab over and see.
Oh wait, we forgot one thing.
Did we?
Chrono did have an idol at the end that he didn't have to use because he kept winning immunities because of the Shifty and Rook going home.
Oh, yeah, he had a journey token. Yeah.
Yeah. So he had full-fledged idol he never used. Not that he never had to. I don't see why he would. So he could also just kind of flex like I didn't even need it.
This guy's too.
He's too good. I'm not Shifty votes for. I think Bear does vote for Hashi because he's secretly a softie.
Yeah, he does want.
No, no, I feel his justification that he'll say out loud is, "I wanted her to win the money."
Yeah, he'd justify it.
Yeah.
I feel like almost equally loves Chrono.
It's true.
True.
Maybe he writes down Chrono's name and he just chatters like you weren't gonna win, and then like that he's voting for Chrono.
I want you to be wrong.
He's
I know. I was like, this sounds right. I feel so good.
He votes for Chrono, and maybe he's like, "Hey, now you buy me magic cards or something like that." Talk about magic and some. Maybe he would Chrono and not just give Hashi like a vote for the sake of Hashi getting a
Yeah,
vote.
I don't see Bear doing a pity vote. It doesn't seem like him.
Even for his
It would
girlfriend.
be a pity vote. I think he would be like, "We live together. She gets the money. Now
But
we can buy
He's not gonna win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was like a pity vote that she doesn't just get shut out.
I see.
He is his rival.
Yeah, he's not gonna vote for Bray.
Yeah.
We know that. Let's vote for Chrono. If we're looking at Shifty, he did have a short alliance with Hashi.
It was very short, but he was the one who ended it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wasn't a Bray Sweater working with them either.
Yeah. Sounds good.
He has no vote for Bray. He worked with Chrono and Hashi equally. Right?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I could see him voting Hashi because he wouldn't want to vote for someone he considered an opponent at one point.
Oh, he never even thought of Hashi as an opponent.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
Bomi.
Like
Bomi,
kind of like I can't let him win here.
maybe.
Yeah. Think.
Bomi with Drunk Bray. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
They were a duo, right, Bomi?
Yeah. You guys were tight
Yeah.
about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
About.
Splits. No one. Sawa's in the final three.
That's coin Chrono and Hashi for me.
Well, Hashi did vote for.
Right, Hashi did not, but she's not a salty.
I'd still just vote Hashi.
I mean, voted me out for what type of thing? Not like necessarily salty, but it didn't really much after that. I think Suzu votes for Chrono because Suzu hates women.
Yeah. So we do have a winner, but I think fourth.
Yeah. Did we say votes for Chrono or Bray?
Baron votes for Bray.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Okay, sure. He beat me. Go ahead.
Maybe split votes for Hashi because she knows Bear's not going to.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
And that way it puts Hashi in a chance where she could have tied Chrono if Bear didn't vote for Chrono.
So, based on who's left, and then also, we have something to announce before we announce who the winner is, which is that we do have special guest Sabrina Carpenter, who is going to award $100,000 to her favorite contestant. Rook must be a huge fan of hers. So personally, you can contest me here, Jaja. I think Sabrina Carpenter, because I know a lot about Sabrina Carpenter.
I know her personally.
Yeah, would vote as her favorite contestant.
I think it'd be between Rook, Elliot, and Bray. Bray because she's drunk, and Elliot and Rook made the biggest moves. But I'm okay with it being Rook if he's been dropping Sabrina Carpenter lyrics all season.
Odds Rook, evens Bray.
I think it goes to Rook.
I think it goes to
Rook.
Rook.
It goes to Rook.
Yeah.
It's our roll anyway. But the Rook wins
That's so fun.
$100,000 from Sabrina Carpenter.
Hell yeah.
That's real. She owes you money.
Emails I can't send. Am I right?
Right? You're so right.
Deep cuts.
Deep cuts only. Deep cuts only.
So that means our winner with 4 votes of FC Survivor is
Chrono.
Yeah!
Now we need a Chrono and a bunch of confetti to show that he won.
That's awesome.
Is he who you predicted to win?
That is who I predicted to win. It was Chrono.
Yeah,
Hell
I figured.
I didn't make a decision in his favor the whole time, so I was trying to not be biased. But that is who I thought.
But he did say it like before y'all started. Yeah.
Too low key.
That's
But
what
when there's only 3 people, it's just like, well, he's a pretty great option.
I thought he would fly under the radar, and that's what ended up happening.
Yeah. I mean, go to bat too much for Elliot.
Yeah.
He did try to get me out like first round.
It was close. I mean, it makes look. You made it 5. You were the favorite for a little bit.
I was.
Not Sabrina Carpenter's, but you were the favorite.
No, I was somebody's favorite.
My top 3 was actually, in hindsight, I don't know why I thought this was gonna happen, but my top 3 were Chrono, Suzu, and Sil. But Sil got a like first. And so
I think Suzu could have given longer. I think if the gamers would have won the first vote, it could have been a bit of a steamroll for a bit until they turned on each other.
Yeah, because gamers they had a lot of power, but it was such a like fragile.
I think impactful move of the season though goes to Elliot for getting Shifty out. The crazy thing is, Elliot tries to mask it, saying it was a big strategy thing. It was all race.
Oh my
Whoa,
god.
no.
Hold up there.
Big, that's dark.
That's what Elliot said.
You got some
You're
strong
full
out,
of it.
and you got all the idols out in one. And once was good.
That is a big play.
And Rook now gained a lot of respect for you. Because he's like, hey, we didn't win, but you were there for me, man. And Shifty also gained a little bit of respect for you, but also fuck you. Like, that's how he felt, yeah. He's like, great play, but fuck you.
This was for thanks for
That's fun.
That was fun. Another.
Right now.
This was
Another.
so much work. I think